Hey, what's up, Tiffany?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, thanks. Welcome.
Thanks.
How you feeling this morning?
It's early. It's Monday. How can you feel? I know, I'm pretty good. Start the week off with Howard Stern,
Exactly.
right? Not a bad way to go.
Right this way. You're right in this room.
Thanks.
Thank you. So you're here promoting 𝗦𝗁𝗲𝗿?
I guess so, yeah. I am.
And making your premiere on the Howard Stern Show.
Can you believe it's my first time?
Any
Why am I
nerves?
doing it now?
Starting to have regrets before you go in?
No, not at all. I've actually been wanting to meet him for some time.
All right, cool. So this should be good.
I'm excited.
All right, we'll see you in the studio.
Thanks.
Hey, I am very excited about our next guest. She has to have had one of the most successful careers in show business and television. 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏, who I always had a thing for her.
Yeah, she was on Baywatch, right?
No. She was she? No. She was on
am I
Saved
thinking
by
of?
the Bell.
𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏.
You're thinking of Carmen Electra.
No, I'm not.
No, 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 was on, but she dropped the amber. You dropped the amber, right?
She's not Amber anymore?
You're looking good. No doubt about that. But
She's just Tiffany Thiessen now?
Thank you.
why lose the amber? Because you wanted an image change?
Well, I didn't really think about it. It was more my old agent at the time. Thanks, honey.
But I always liked the amber.
You did?
Yeah. Well, you're a good-looking woman. Jeez, I used to beat off to you every day, pretty much.
You were watching that children's show?
No.
I was going to say, really? Watching that show?
No, on 90210, I beat off to you. Please, I'm not a pervert. I mean, I am a pervert, but not that bad. No, not when you were on the kids show. But I knew you'd grow up to be good-looking.
Oh, thanks.
Being good-looking is a blessing, though. It's almost like a superpower. It opens doors. You get into acting. I mean,
Well, I say that about, well, yeah, I could say that a little bit. Also, pregnant. Being pregnant is kind of like a superpower. People are nicer to you when you're pregnant. At least, I think.
I'm more interested in the good-looking superpower. Anyone can be pregnant.
Right.
Well, not anyone.
No, a lot of people.
Okay.
It's pretty easy. But were you a good-looking kid? You must have gotten into show business like when you were 5 or something.
I was about 8 years old, I want to say.
Who forced you into that? Your parents?
It wasn't really a force. I kind of just started doing modeling here and there.
How do you get into modeling at 8? Your mom's got to put you in that.
No, actually, my uncle was a photographer and was friends with an agent. And they saw pictures of me, and then they asked, and I would do it after school. I stayed in school,
And when you're a model at 8, you're the most popular kid at school, right?
No, I wasn't at all, actually.
Where'd you grow up?
In Long Beach, California.
And what school did you go to?
I went to Marshall Junior High, Cubberley Elementary, and then Marshall Junior High, and then I got Saved by the Bell right after that, and then I was tutored the rest of the...
And you weren't popular in school?
Not in junior high, no. I had one friend.
Is it because you were so extraordinarily good looking?
I don't know what the reason was,
It had
really.
to be the girls that were jealous and hated you.
Well, no, I think I was missing a lot of school, because I was working, that I wasn't there a lot.
Right.
To really probably connect with a lot of kids.
And you were already a star in your... Well, you were in commercials and stuff,
Yeah.
And then you got Saved by the Bell?
Correct.
How old were you when you got that?
Just turned 15, just before I was 15.
That's a big deal.
Yeah.
Big bucks, right? You started earning right away.
No.
It wasn't?
No.
How many
No,
seasons?
I wasn't Disney Channel kid. No, not at all, actually.
How many years were you on Saved by the Bell?
I was, 4 years on Saturday morning, and I think we tried to do like a half season, and then we got canceled on prime time.
So,
and it wasn't until prime time until we could actually ask for money.
So who negotiated your contracts? Your parents were involved with a business manager and stuff?
No, actually, I had an agent at that point.
And he negotiated that. But it was crappy money.
It was crappy money.
Because you wanted a break.
It was my first break. What are you going to say? No to that?
Well, for a kid of 15, I bet you it was good money.
And
yeah, I mean, I guess so. I honestly didn't pay too much attention to it, know?
You moved out of your house when you were 16, right?
I was 17, just before my 18th birthday.
That's nice. And you became emancipated?
No, I never did, actually.
You like your parents?
I actually like my parents.
Oh, you do?
My mom lives with us here in New York, helps me take care of my daughter.
But when you moved out of the house at 16...
Why are you moving out?
17.
17.
Yeah.
It
was really, and I'll be totally honest, it was really because I didn't want to take the drive from Long Beach to Los Angeles every day with that traffic anymore.
Right.
And so, then my dad, actually, the one thing that I was able to do, he said, the only reason I'll let you go is I'm going to teach you how to shoot a gun. So he took me to the shooting range, and he taught me how to shoot a gun, and then he felt a little bit better.
I mean, but what fun to be 17, to have money in your pocket, and to be on your own. Is that a recipe for disaster? You wouldn't. You have a daughter, right?
I do, yeah.
You wouldn't allow your daughter to move out of the house at 17.
It's crazy. It's different times, and I know my mom probably said the same thing, and so did my dad. And
did you go berserk?
I didn't, actually. I really felt like I was a pretty good kid. Yes, I may have done a few things that I'm sure my parents were.
A little weed?
Yeah, maybe, yeah.
Coke?
No, never.
Shrooms?
Nope.
Hash oil?
Nope.
Forget that. How much sex were you having?
I actually had a boyfriend, so I had a
Who was your boyfriend back then? An older guy?
He was older.
How much older?
5 years older.
No kidding.
Whoa.
So you're 17, he's 22 maybe?
Yeah, but funny enough, I had been with him already for a few years.
Wow, no kidding.
Yeah.
Like you started seeing when you were 14?
What?
Wow.
Yeah.
A 19-year-old you were dating?
Yeah.
No
yeah.
kidding.
I was dancing a lot too, as another kind of passion of mine. And
Not in the clubs, you mean?
No,
Yeah, not on the pole.
Can you imagine?
I
Yeah,
would've
my
gone to
parents
see
let me
that.
do that.
Gee,
They
there's
had
a
a hard time with me
14-year-old.
moving out, but they were okay with me dancing at night.
What type of dancing were you doing?
Just like, all kinds.
Jazz,
yeah,
that kind of thing?
all that. Tap, ballet, all of it.
Oh, you were
Yeah.
so hot, man. This guy went, but he was tagging you when you were 14 for crying out loud. Did you have breasts at 14?
I don't think I did, no.
Were you fully developed?
No, not until later. I developed kind of late.
And this guy
Because
was...
then if you look at my grandmother and my mom, they're pretty well endowed.
So you lost your virginity at 14. You were moving on a fast track.
Yeah, now having a daughter, it's really hard to talk about.
Are you going to tell your daughter that you lost
I'm not going to be dishonest with her because honestly, for me, I think my mom can at least rest easy that it wasn't a one-time thing, that I actually was with the guy for 5 years.
Are you sorry you had sex at 14 now? When you look back on your life, do you say, gee, I wish I had waited because then I would have kind of maybe appreciated it more?
I try not to have a lot of regrets. I really don't. And I don't think I can say that because he was a really lovely guy. I mean, I have really fond memories of him. He's a nice guy. His family was nice. Both of our families were very close.
Was Saved by the Bell a good experience?
It was a great experience. Yeah, it was.
And when you're a kid and you're under pressure to learn all those lines and everything, you didn't feel that pressure?
I didn't. I really didn't because they gave us when you're doing a sitcom, you shoot... you rehearse like 4 days and then you tape on the 5th day. So you've got like 4 days of rehearsal of the same stuff over and over and over again. So it's a lot easier a sitcom than like an hour show.
I'm thinking about this guy you were with. He could have legally been a sex offender. If your parents had pressed charges against him,
yes, you're absolutely right.
He could have gone to jail.
Yes.
Isn't it a miracle that your old man didn't take that gun and shoot him right in the head when he found out?
I know. But I'm telling you, he was a good guy.
But don't you think your parents were very liberal?
Yes, I would say they're very liberal. Absolutely. I mean, my grandmother, I grew up with my grandmother, sunbathing topless in the backyard when I was a young kid.
But I'm thinking
very liberal.
I'm thinking about my own 3 daughters. If I knew there was a 19 or 20-year-old guy banging them when they were 14, I think I would call the police. I think I would have.
Yeah,
in a way,
I totally
you weren't
get
really
that.
protected. You were not protected by your family.
But I disagree with that, actually, because
Where
my
were you
parents
having
were
sex
really...
at 14? You were at home.
I really wasn't having that much. That's what's so funny. It's
Tremendous amount of sex.
No, who likes it at 14? I mean, I really...
did.
Well, okay. Then you're,
Actually, I would've.
I shouldn't say that.
I was having sex by myself at 14.
Men love it, right. Men love it.
Yes.
I think men can still say that,
But I'm saying you were not protected by your parents.
I disagree with that.
Really?
Because my mom went on our dates for the first like 2 years. They went to the movies. They were with us.
Oh, yeah?
And his sister he has an older sister. And
So you mean he had the nerve to go to your parents and say, look, I know I'm 19 and your daughter's 14. I want to take her out.
Yes.
He was very honorable that way.
Yes, very much.
Why did you not marry this guy?
Who wanted to get married at 18?
I don't know. Maybe it was kokey.
No, I mean, it was right after I moved out that I felt very, liberated and was, kind of ready to conquer the world.
The dirt on Saved by the Bell was Dustin Diamond, the guy who played Horseshack or whatever.
Yeah.
Screech, yeah. And he goes around now. His whole thing is blasting you and the other cast members.
What else is he going to do? I mean, think about it.
Do you ever run into him at all?
No, I've never run into him. He lives in like Wyoming or something. When am I going to run into him?
He's actually done porn. He actually has a large penis, if you could imagine.
Good for him. At least he's got something.
Does it seem like a waste for him to have a large penis? Why couldn't I have a large penis? But
you have a beautiful wife. Come on now.
Yes, I do.
Yes, you do.
But do you get offended by that, or you just blow it off?
I honestly don't even listen to it. I've heard a few little bits of what he said, and most of it is untrue from what I could tell.
He paints you as the girl who banged every guy on the show, except him, of course.
I had a boyfriend, so I don't know how that's possible.
So you didn't have sex with, what's his name? Mario Lopez. Never.
It's so funny because...
Why is he doing that to you?
Because what else is he going to do?
But I mean, if he's making that up, that would make me irate. If you didn't have sex with Mario Lopez...
But think about it. You give people... If you become defensive,
right,
people have more reason to push you. If you ignore it, it's going to go away, and it went away. I mean, no one's listening to him.
But I was listening because he was here.
Well,
and then, but I'm like, well,
I have better things to listen to.
You're absolutely right. He's painting you to be quote unquote a slut, the show slut in a sense.
But honestly, I mean, most people know me, and they know that's not true.
So it doesn't bother. So you have a very mature attitude about this.
It doesn't bother me at all. I mean, I actually feel sorry for him. I really do, because he had a very hard childhood. He didn't have a great relationship with his father. His mother passed away when he was young. there was times where he actually stayed with my parents and I, because he had such a, not an easy childhood. So it's sad that he's actually saying that when my parents actually, had him stay at our house a few times.
So you had compassion for him.
I do. I don't have as much anymore. But,
right. If you
but
saw
I
him
still,
now,
if anything, feel sorry for him. It's.
If you saw him now, would you go up and say, hey, Dustin, I was pretty good to you on the show. I mean, my parents took you in a couple of times. You stayed with us.
Depends on what kind of mood I'd be in.
Right. Maybe you wouldn't even waste your time.
I don't know if I would. I really don't.
Your life has been good. Why even soil it with that whole thing?
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess I would. I have a short temper. I would get irate about something.
Well, and there's
like
a lot of people that feel that way. And I might be, when it happens, maybe I'll be in a different place, in a different mood. I don't know. Who knows?
Did you? But did you have fun during those years?
I did. I had a great time. I'm still very close to Mario and Mark Paul and Elizabeth, and I had a great time. I don't have any hard memories. I don't have any bad memories. If
your daughter says to you one day, "I want to be an actress," at 10 years old, she wants to be an actress. Would you go with her? Would you send her around on these auditions? 10's
a little early for me.
Right.
I'd want her to wait a little bit longer. It really depends on her school situation, how she's doing in school, because I really do feel that that's the most important.
Right. But an amazing career you've had, because I think about it now, 90210. And
I've been doing this 31 years, Howard.
And you're working.
31.
That's right.
Yeah.
And you've worked constantly.
Pretty much. Knock on wood, yeah.
After Saved by the Bell, 90210, and now this new show that you're on for 4 years.
Yeah, and I've done, other shows. Yeah, but this one's run for 4 years, yeah.
I mean, and everyone knows your name. Would you consider yourself an A-list actress?
No. But
you don't?
I consider myself a working actress.
Which is
great. And to me, that's what's important.
Are you a wealthy woman?
I'm able to pay my bills. Am I driving a Bentley? No.
Are you a millionaire?
It depends on what year.
Because I'm thinking that...
Now that I have a kid, I don't know. I have to go back and actually look.
I'm thinking most people know your name, which is that you have huge name recognition.
Yeah.
And you've worked constantly.
Yeah. I'll say
I call that a success story.
We own nice cars. I can say that I can clothe my daughter and put her through great school. We have a beautiful, beautiful home in Los Angeles. So I've done well, and I'm proud of that.
Did you have years of going out with lots of famous dudes? I would imagine every guy in Hollywood asked you out.
You know what's so funny is like, I was never really, I dated Brian Austin Green for a little while.
Now, that's the guy from 90210 who's now with Megan Fox.
Right.
Brian Austin Green.
Yeah.
Why him?
Yeah, why him? I mean, what?
Great guy.
Is he a stud?
He kind of is a stud, yeah, I would say that.
Did you fall in love with him?
Yes, I did. We were together. I lived with him.
For how long?
We were together a little over 3 years, if I remember.
Did he dump you?
No.
You dumped him?
Yeah.
Why did you dump him?
We were together before I started 90210, and once I got on the show, I think it was hard for us to have a relationship together as we were working together.
Because you're constantly together.
Yeah.
You get...
I think a lot of people can say working with your spouse is really, really hard, and in your partner. So that's kind of the reason. You've
always been pretty smart about your work. You stay with a show when it's a hit, right? You don't just bail out.
I try not to. I mean, the paycheck's nice.
Yeah. Luke Perry was on 90210, huge success. Huge mistake leaving the show, right? Didn't he leave at some point?
He did leave. I mean,
Did you laugh at him and say, don't you understand how difficult this is to have a hit like this?
No, because I think everybody makes their decisions, and you live and learn.
Did you ever make love with him?
No.
No, just Brian Austin Green.
No, he was married.
Oh, he was?
Yeah, he was married.
I see. And but you would never be with a married man?
I've never been with a married man, ever.
Wow. See, that Dustin Diamond's not doing you any good because everyone assumes you would be. He
really?
paints
you
to be
that?
Well, I don't know about it. I mean, when he tells me you were with everyone.
You actually believe him?
Well, I figured you would sue him or something if he was making that
Why?
up. I don't know. I would.
And make what? He has no money. What would I make?
But Brian Austin Green, is he huge like Dustin in the pants? I mean, is he a guy who really turned you on?
You'll have to ask Megan now that she's his wife.
What do you make of that? Do you still talk to Brian, or would that
every now and then? Not as often, no.
Do you tell Megan that you're talking to him? Because I imagine she would feel upset.
No.
How does that come about that you talk to him?
No, it's literally so random. Like once a year via email. That's it.
So once a year you'll email him.
Yeah, I think it's actually been longer than that now.
It's so strange.
Yeah.
You were best friends on 90210 with Jenny Garth, and now you don't even talk. Something went down.
Well, I mean, I think there's a lot of things. We were very, very close, even though when I first started 90210, the girls were not very nice to me when I came onto the show.
Why? Because you started in later than everyone
yeah,
else?
because I kind of sort of replaced Shannon Doherty on the show when Shannon left.
And that was considered a threat to them?
I guess. I don't know. I don't know what the real reason was. I think having somebody new come into an already very successful kind of, show that's run on its own, to have a new kind of energy was probably hard.
Is that the worst situation for a young actress? You come on the set and everyone hates your guts.
Not everyone. Not everyone.
Just
the guys
girls.
were actually very nice, of course. And of course Brian I was dating.
Right.
So, but the girls were not, they weren't easy.
How does that take form?
And I shouldn't say all the girls, because that's not true.
Would you walk up? Tori Spelling was nice to you? No.
She was a little hard at the beginning, but Tori and I are fine. Our kids go to the same school.
You guys are nice to one another.
Yeah.
Isn't it true you stopped talking to Tori Spelling when she married this guy, Dylan... Dean something.
Yeah.
Why did you do that? Was
because
that a type of intervention?
No. We actually were friends with Charlie.
Charlie?
Her first husband, yes.
And you took sides with Charlie?
It's not so much taking sides. We just... It was a hard situation for everybody, and being that we were close with Charlie as well. My best friend was Charlie's roommate. It was hard.
So you worked with Tori all that time, and then she gets married, and then after the marriage breaks up, you side with the husband.
It's not so much siding. It was just the situation I thought was handled not in the best interest for everybody involved, and it was really kind of trying to take care of the person that I thouit's was done probably wrong.
Did Tori come to you and say, "How dare you"? And here I am, a friend of yours, and I work with you.
Well, we were coworkers.
How does a woman handle it wrong? How does a woman handle that wrong?
That's her business.
But you were so turned off, you stopped talking to her.
Well, we weren't talking that much anyways, to a certain degree. I mean, it's not like Tori and I, or a lot of us, were hanging out that much after the show.
I really wonder what goes on, because, it could be, you think about it. You're so, and when I say you, I mean just actresses who are working, young women.
Yeah.
Everyone, you think you'd all stand up for one another, and you'd think they would be supportive, women power and all that.
Well, I'll tell you this much. All my girlfriends now, none of them are in the business.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Because you've had bad experiences.
Actresses are hard.
Because you
Actors
come in
general are hard. They're super hard.
Do you think Tori was jealous of your looks?
Oh, I don't think so. I don't think it had anything to do with that. I don't think Tori really had a problem with me. I just think that situation was a little sticky, being that there was, closeness that was happening with the soon-to-be ex-husband, and it was just hard. And we've put all that totally behind us. Like I said, our kids go to the same school, and she's moved on, and I'm glad she's happy, and she's having tons of kids, and she's great, and I'm happy for her.
But when you come on a set like 90210, and I don't know how old you were at that point, but you were young.
I was 21. 21 is
so young.
Yeah.
And you come in there, and all the women are treating you like you're an asshole.
Yeah.
And they're shunning you, right?
Yeah, they were.
It's like the Scarlet Letter.
They were, and they were very honest about it afterwards in interviews, so I know I can say that.
Right.
Yeah.
And the shunning was like, you'd come on set and maybe have a table read or something, and they just wouldn't talk to you during it?
Or we had a photo shoot, and I had the dresses picked out for me by wardrobe, and they didn't like what I was wearing, so they'd make me change because they wanted to wear something that was maybe similar or
Would you cry over that?
No, I wouldn't cry.
You're very secure.
I am very secure, actually, yeah.
Do you think what prepared you in life for these women is that, like, women always were angry with you and jealous of you and jealous of your beauty?
No, because I didn't have that issue. I mean, I had my very close girlfriend, when I was growing up, and, my mom has her best friend of 39 years now, and...
Did you call your mom during those years and say, Mom, the girls are being mean?
I'm extremely close to my mother.
And you say, Mom, they're being mean to me. And what was her advice?
Her advice was like,
just do your job.
Do your job, exactly.
Oh, I can't imagine the pressure, because everyone wants to have friends on a set. And
especially a brand new job, and everybody's looking at you and making sure you're going to do okay.
Do you begin to get insecure about the kind of job you're doing, and you just...
I'm sure, I'm trying to remember. I'm sure I had moments of that, but I will say, thankfully, the guys on the show, Jason and Luke and Ian and all of them, were super, super supportive and nice, and they actually were like, they'll get over it, don't worry. And then Jenny and I became very good friends after that. So
how do you become, how does that work?
She actually apologized.
She came up to you and said, look, I've been treating you horribly.
Yep.
And I don't even know why I did that.
Yep, pretty much, yeah.
Wow. Mm-hmm. Did you ever see each other naked?
I'm sorry, give birth to her first child.
Hold it. You were in the room when she gave birth?
Yes.
That's how close you are to Jenny Garth.
Yeah, we were, very close.
Wait a second.
What happened?
Oh, you got me curious. She invited you to see the birth of her child?
Yes,
Where was her
there.
husband?
Her husband was working, doing a movie in Arizona at the time.
Can you believe that? What do you make of that?
I thankfully know that my husband will always be there at the birth of my child and our child.
Did you say to her, there's something wrong that I'm here and your husband isn't?
It's not my place to say that.
She needed you and you were there for her.
Absolutely. Her mother was there as well.
You and her mother were there, and the husband wasn't.
I filmed it for Peter so he could see it. Yeah.
So tell me, how can you not be friends? Like, what happened?
We had a falling out, and we kind of grew apart. I think sometimes.
What was it a fight over? A guy?
No. Well, no, not really. No. Mm-mm.
You said something about her husband.
No, not at all. I actually have worked with her husband. You know, Peter and I later on did a show called Fastlane together.
Wait a second. Well, tell me what happened there. This is insane. What you're telling me.
It's so. Honestly, it's.
Was it your fault?
No, not at all. Actually.
You don't take any of the blame.
I was the one who was hurt. Let's just say that. I was the one who was hurt.
She disrespected you in some way. She did an interview and said bad things about you.
No. But honestly, it's so.
What did she do?
It's so long ago.
She steal a guy from you?
No.
I can't see that happening.
No.
What happened?
I'm telling you, it's water under the bridge at this point.
It isn't.
It really is. I've actually seen her.
She came on to your husband?
I've seen her a few times, I promise you. And I've actually, in my opinion, in my way, she may not have been receptive to it, but I've cleared the path. I've moved on. So, and I wish her well.
What could she have done? Stole money?
No. No.
Does it seem silly now to even say it? Is that what it is?
It's silly in the sense that that it happened, it needed to happen, but there was reasons behind it, I think, why it happened. And I think it shed light on the friendship that we had and that we just didn't need anymore. That
it wasn't a real friendship in the end.
Yeah. I think people, you know, relationships, not every relationship, whether it's a marriage or a friendship or whatever, they last forever.
She blocked you from a job.
No.
What could it be? Tell me what happened. Give me a vague idea, a vague understanding.
I told you. I was hurt. Something happened and I was hurt.
She didn't thank you for something.
No. Oh, gosh, please.
I know what it was. You got an email or something where she was talking about you and it got back to you.
No, I promise. It's really, it's so something, like I said, it's not about what really happened. It's about shedding light on where our relationship was. And it just, you know, wasn't a real friendship anymore. We just had moved into different places. So
what could it be? I'm so hung up on this.
Oh, there's so many other better stories we could talk about. I promise.
What could be better than that?
Oh, please.
The dissolution of a friendship where you were in the room when she gave birth to her child.
A long time ago. Long time ago. Yes, and that's why I say it's such water under the bridge for me. And I
Robin, what could this be?
I have nothing but great. I have a lot of thanks for her. I mean, she introduced me to my husband. She
introduced you to your husband.
She did. Yeah.
Robin, what could this be?
Sometimes people do outgrow each other.
That's what I say.
That's the only thing I can. She doesn't give it a specific.
No. There was an incident,
and sometimes when you think there's a friend there and you reach out to them for something and they're not there for you.
Is this a pattern?
She pretty much hit the nail on the head.
She did?
Yeah.
I don't know what she said.
That's woman talk.
You reached out to her.
That's
girl talk. That's girl talk.
Tiffany, you reached out to her to do something for you, and she didn't come through for you.
It's hard to say it exactly like that. Robin said it better.
Oh.
But it's like you said, I think we were in different places, and I think our friendship meant differently to each other.
I love
it's funny how our relationship started really rough and it ended the way it started. So
who's the guy who gets to marry you? What is this guy's name?
My husband?
Yeah.
His name's Brady.
Brady? Mm-hmm. Must be a good-looking dude, right?
He's a good-looking guy.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
You girls all want good-looking guys.
You know what? But he's not a pretty boy. I'm not into pretty boys.
No?
No. He's just
what does he do for a living?
He's actually an actor as well, and then he's an artist. He's a painter.
He can't be making any dough. I never heard of him. Painter. What are you marrying a painter for?
Because he's extremely talented.
Has he sold any paintings?
He actually has a brand new show here in New York.
How much money was his biggest painting? Oh, there he is.
Tons.
Is that him?
Yeah, that's him. That's our daughter.
He is a good-looking dude.
Yeah.
Your daughter's good looking too. You're all good looking. Cute family.
She's cute.
So he paints these paintings and he makes money.
He does. He does make money. And then he's an actor too. He does a lot of commercials, and he's actually been on White Collar. He did an episode of White Collar.
You bored with him yet, or are you happy with him?
No, I'm not bored with him.
How long
yet.
are you married?
7 years this year.
7 years.
Yeah.
Does he ever paint a picture of Jenny and write "I hate Jenny" on it and give it to you as a gift?
No, he wouldn't.
He won't do that.
I promise you, we don't even talk about it. I mean, it's been ages.
Do you like the name Tiffany? Do you feel it's like a trendy sort of overview? Like, do you think your career would have gone further
if it was different?
Yes, I'm being serious.
Like what? What do you think?
Like I don't know, Susan or Barbara.
My mom said the other name, which is so funny. The other name that they were toying with was Tatiana, which is funny to me. Do you think I'm more of a Tatiana?
You're not a Tatiana.
I didn't think so either.
No, but and what did you name your daughter?
Harper.
Harper.
Harper Wren. Mm-hmm.
I like that.
Yeah.
I'm okay
That's
with
become
that.
really trendy now, too, though.
Harper, too, yeah. Well,
That's what happens.
you dated 𝗦𝗵cie𝘄𝗿𝗱 at some point, didn't you?
Brief. I mean, we were more friends than we really dated.
Do you think
honestly.
he's gay? I do.
I don't think he's gay,
I'll tell you why I do.
Why?
Did you have sex with him?
No, I did not.
Of course. He's gay. Gotta be.
No, but we were super, super young.
Do you know how
and
many...
that's why I say we really didn't date. We actually just kind of hung out and had fun. We had other mutual friends, and we would go to wine country, and it was more just like big trips with a bunch of people.
Listen to me. You know how many women... I've interviewed Ryan. I know him. And he tells me about, like he'll lay in bed with a woman and not have sex with her. I don't know any guy who does that. Honest to God, I don't. I don't care who you are.
Yeah. Well,
and you're, pardon the expression, you're a piece of ass. I mean, you're a very good-looking woman.
Thank you.
I mean, extremely attractive. You've got a body that doesn't quit. And you're telling me he would go to wine country with you?
well, but it wasn't just me.
I don't care
It was
who's
a group
there.
of people.
And how many times did you go out with him?
But like I said, it's weird. It's not really going out. Like we were with a group of people. It wasn't like any intimate
kiss you?
settings. No, I don't remember ever kissing him.
But it was a date.
I don't know if it was a date or a
He
business
called you
meal.
up.
I don't know.
He called you up and asked you to go with him, right?
Yeah, he did.
And didn't put any moves on you.
No.
And you probably would have been open to it at the time, right? He's a good-looking man.
He's good looking. He's not really my type.
But you might have kissed him. You might have explored. Maybe he could have gotten a second base, felt you up.
Who knows?
Who knows?
Who knows?
Well, listen.
So long ago.
I've accused him of perhaps having some sort of mixed sexuality, but he claims he's fully heterosexual.
I think he is too. But
You do?
Yeah, I do.
All right, okay.
But I'll let him claim what he wants. He wants to claim himself.
Let me see who else. You were engaged to a dude once, Ricardo or something, Richard Ruccolo. Who's he? An actor?
An actor. Yeah.
And you broke up with him.
Yeah.
And the reason you broke up with him is you were about to get married to the guy.
Mm-hmm.
And 𝗏_𝗏, who plays Buffy the Vampire Slayer, stole all your wedding ideas from you.
What?
She had the same wedding planner as you. She stole all the
Who
ideas.
said this? Was this written somewhere?
Yes, I have it.
Really?
It's fact.
I'm friends with Sarah. That's
I
not
read
true.
the Globe. I read the Star. I know exactly what's going
Those are
on.
all true. I know Sarah. We're friends. No, that's
You
not
are
true.
friends?
Yeah, I'm actually very friendly with Sarah.
What happened to her? Where is she now?
She's got a new show.
Oh, she
and
does.
She's pregnant with her second kid.
And what an incredible career. You have a show now called White Collar, and it's in its 4th season.
I know. Isn't it crazy?
That is
4.
great.
Yeah.
Wow, that is really
Paying
great.
the mortgage.
Yeah, you're not kidding. Mm-hmm. Well, listen, I mean, it's what is the show? I haven't seen it.
It's a show about an FBI agent and a white-collar criminal, basically, and they kind of come hand in hand and start...
You're the agent?
No, actually, I'm married to the agent.
I see.
I play the good, nice, perfect wife.
Are you almost nude in the show ever?
No. It's a pretty tame show.
Have you ever done nudity?
Like half sort of nudity where you wear
Boobs?
like the pasties and you're in the tub together.
That's it?
Yeah.
Not comfortable in nudity?
It's not that I'm not comfortable. I just...
Would you ever have done Playboy?
I've been asked a couple times. I've always said no. To me... I don't know. It's not for me right now. I'm not saying I wouldn't say never because I think you're stupid to ever say never because then you can shoot yourself in the foot because if you do it 20 years from now. But not that anybody would want to see me 20 years from now in Playboy. But it's just it's not for me.
You political at all?
Yeah, I am political.
Who are you going for, Obama or Romney?
Well, I'm going for Obama because I think that's just. I mean, it's so funny. My family is very Republican, so is my husband's side.
So
I'm the only Democrat in my family.
And they argue with you? And you have to sit there and
no,
debate
we just
them?
don't talk about it.
Right.
We just don't talk about it. Yeah.
They don't want to hear from you on this.
Yeah, it's funny. I actually was lobbying at the White House in Congress, and I brought back fake funny money with Obama's face on it. And my mom had some pretty funny things to say about it.
𝗏𝗏 Shore was once on my show, and you got very angry with him.
I got very angry with him?
Because he claimed that he had had sex with you.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And you were upset that he went public with it.
See, that was a long time ago, too, though.
𝗏𝗏 gets in everyone's pants, doesn't he?
Does he?
He does.
Oh.
Is
he still getting in everyone's pants?
I don't know about now.
Yeah.
But I mean, all the
Probably not so
Playboy,
much.
the Playboy Playmates. And
Yeah.
Is 𝗏𝗏 a great lover?
I don't know. That's why I mean, he seems very charming. He's funny. We worked well together.
Oh,
had
you
a good
didn't bang
time.
him. Oh, you were mad at him because he claimed he had sex with you, and he didn't. I thought he did.
No.
Why do people always claim they have sex with you? And why does Dustin
Maybe
Diamond
it's
go
trying
around?
to, like, I don't know.
Did he kiss you?
I think we did on the movie.
I see. But he never had sex with
And
you.
I had to do, like, a sexy dance for him in the movie.
I see. What movie was that?
It was called Son-in-Law.
Oh, I love that movie.
Yeah.
I actually like that movie.
It was a good movie.
I thought it was good.
It was a good, like, @𝗏𝗏 Shore movie.
I see.
He didn't have so many great ones after that.
No. So how far did 𝗏𝗏 get with you?
I'm telling you, the movie.
That
he
was
got
it.
like a little dance.
Right. He didn't get where Brian Austin Green got.
Yeah, no.
I picture you a very sensual woman.
Yeah?
I mean, very active in bed.
Yeah?
I don't think you just lay there, do you?
I don't think I do, no.
You don't? You're
No.
open to all kinds of love?
From my husband now, yes.
For your husband?
Yes.
You do it all for him?
I've pretty much done a lot for him, yes.
You have?
And I've given birth to his child, so.
Will you have another one?
Yeah, we'll have another one before I get too old.
Would you ever bring another woman into the bed?
No.
Have you ever tried that?
No.
You've never had a threesome?
No.
But you've been with other women?
I've had to kiss another woman and have, a scene with another woman on
But you've
screen.
never done that in your private life? Mm-mm. Not into women?
I think they're beautiful.
Me too.
And there's lots of pretty things about women, but I can't imagine living with them and having a relationship with one, having sex with one.
Would you ever go to a strip club with your husband? If
I have, actually.
You have?
Mm-hmm.
And you've received lap dances? Mm-hmm. And
They're
I imagine,
beautiful.
And I bet you these women go nuts when you're there.
It's been a really long time since I've been to a strip joint. Like a really long time. Like I want to say 10 years.
Do the strippers get your top off when you're in the club?
No.
Do they ever try to feel you up in front of your husband to turn him on?
No, because
Yes.
it's only it's only I'm trying to remember because it's only been once that we've ever been to one together, and it was right when we started dating, and I don't remember ever that happening. I just remember them pretty legs around me and pretty boobs,
And you liked it?
and they always smell like vanilla,
Right.
don't they?
Yes.
They tend to. At least
I'm
that's
not
how I
smelling
remember.
them. Nobody gets that close to me to smell. You know what I'm saying? They get close to you. So, how do we sum this up? Let's say that you have a huge successful career. Mm-hmm. You're extremely beautiful.
Thanks.
Your body looks smoking.
Not bad. After having a kid,
Let me see.
I still got my
Wow.
legs.
Yeah, you look good.
Still tight in here. These
Is it
have gone
hard
down
for
a
you
little bit.
What the rap on you was it was hard for you to stay thin. You were always on crash diets and stuff. Dustin Diamond claimed that they on the set of Saved by the Bell, because you
See,
had
that's already untrue because I actually was really thin on Saved by the Bell. My weight issues didn't happen until I became like a woman and my body was changing. And it was way after Saved by the Bell. So
He
I don't know
claimed-
why he was saying that.
He was claiming that you had weight issues and that they all had to succumb to your dietary needs because the producers
That
wanted
is
you to stay thin.
That's such baloney.
The producers never came
No.
to you and said
I mean,
that.
look at the show. I was tiny through that whole... I mean, I
I
had no
agree.
boobs. I was no hips, nothing. I didn't change actually until I got to 90210 that my body started changing.
Your boobs are real? Are they?
Mm-hmm. Look.
Good for you. What do you mean, look?
Well, they're just... You can tell they're...
You wouldn't get a boob job.
I may after nursing.
You will.
They've changed.
Well, are they like flapjacks now?
No, but they're definitely different than they were before.
Who do you hate more? I want you to pick one. Dustin Diamond or Jenny Garth?
Oh, hate is a really strong
All
word.
right, let me give it to you another way.
Okay.
You're on a island. Mm-hmm. No, okay. They both go for a swim and they're both drowning.
Wow.
You can throw a rope in and save one of them.
Yep.
Who do you save? Do you save Jenny?
Yep, I saved Jenny.
You save Jenny?
Yep.
Even though she disrespected you?
I save her because she's a mother,
Go ahead.
and she actually, like I said, introduced me to my husband, and I have a lot to be thankful for.
But if you save Dustin, you can continue the human race. You can have a baby with him.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'd like to do.
You'd rather end the human race? Right.
Wow, that wasn't a hard game at all. I have to tell you.
It was a no-brainer, as they say.
Yeah, sorry.
Wow. So when you say there was a weight issue,
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't. I mean, it was just me being a woman, and you know.
did you start starving yourself?
I never starved myself. First of all, I never believed in that.
How do you stay in shape now? What do
I
you
work
do?
out. I have a trainer. I work out. I do yoga. I run. I run around with a 2-year-old. You remember how that is?
Have you been approached to do Dancing with the Stars?
A lot.
Will you do it?
As of now, no.
You don't need it.
Well, I'm an actor, and I feel like there's not a lot of actors on that show. Working
Right.
actors. I consider myself a working actor.
If you go on that show, it's kind of like a last-ditch effort to sort of...
Well, I think it's for people who are wanting to reinvent themselves in a different way, which I think it's a great idea.
Right.
And it's also people who are kind of in that world.
But you would win because you are a good dancer. You took dance lessons.
I think I would have a good shot. I don't know if I'd win, but I think I'd have a good shot. I mean, ballroom dancing is very, very different, and I have never been trained in ballroom dancing.
Let's make it a little bit harder.
Okay.
You're on an island.
Are we
Jenny-
dealing with the same people? Okay.
No.
Okay.
Jenny Garth and Tori Spelling are drowning. You can
Interesting.
only save one.
I'll say Tori because she has one more kid.
So whoever has more kids wins.
Yep.
Wow.
That's the only way I'm going. I don't know.
Don't you think once you save her, the conversation would be more vapid with her than... So in other words, if you were on an island with Tori Spelling...
I have no problem with Tori. Like I said, our kids go to the same school.
So if you were on an island with Tori Spelling, Jenny Garth, and Octomom would be saved.
Wow.
Because she has 16 or some number like
14.
that.
I think...
14.
Well,
Thank you, Rob. 14.
I think I'd still save Tori. Sorry.
You would?
Yeah.
Even win over Octomom.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tori Spelling.
I mean, is she really taking care of her kids, or the state is?
Who knows?
Yeah.
But
They say porn got her off welfare.
That's right.
Well, then there you go.
Don't you think Tori Spelling is the oddest of all in the sense that her father, Aaron Spelling, was a very wealthy guy.
And a nice man.
And a nice man.
Really nice man.
And she seems to have alienated both parents and rejected all of their money and everything else.
I don't know if that's really the true story. And I'm not saying I claim to know the true story, but I don't know if that's fully the true story because Tori's doing just fine.
But if Aaron Spelling was your father, wouldn't you just kiss his ass all over the place and get in his will and get billions of dollars?
I don't think she thought of it that way, her or Randy.
That's all I think of.
Well, but I think in her mind, she just wanted a career. She really wanted to be an actress. And
didn't her father give her that career?
Yeah, I mean, I think he helped. I mean, Tori was actually on Saved by the Bell. She had a little stint on Saved by the Bell.
Are her implants too big? Tell the truth.
Honestly, I haven't looked at her boobs.
That's a yes.
No. Honestly,
That's a yes.
No, it's not.
Say yes.
You're putting words to my mouth.
Please put words in my mouth.
She's been pregnant for the last 5 years.
I don't know.
It's hard to say that.
Let's go to a couple of questions.
My boobs were too big when I was pregnant. I mean, they're huge when you're nursing.
Tiffany Thiessen is in, we don't say Tiffany Amber Thiessen anymore.
You can, it's fine.
Tiffany Amber Thiessen is in White Collar. You should tune in and check her out. She will be almost nude.
Yeah, right.
And often at strip clubs.
Yes.
Getting dances with girls' legs wrapped around her. Greg, go ahead. You're on the air in Pittsburgh.
Hey, Howard. First off, I just want to say, Tiffany, I was a huge fan of yours back in the Saved by the Bell days.
No, thank you.
You're welcome. And I just wanted to ask you, did Mr. Belding ever try to hit on you?
No, he didn't, thankfully.
He's too old, Mr. Belding. Right?
No, he never did.
Let's go to Marianne from Brooklyn.
Howard, I love you. You were replayed on Letterman Friday. Hi, Tiffany. You sound just like Maria Menounos. Are you related to her?
I am not related to her, but she's my neighbor. She lives right down the street.
Oh, you and I have the same exact twang, the Noah, the laughing. Everything about you two is exactly
wow.
alike.
Really?
Well, I'll take her body. Sure, any day.
Pull the tape. She's doing
All right,
now.
so we heard you. You're giving me a headache with that voice. Let's go to Kid Mo in Wakefield. Boy, it must be fun living in Hollywood, like with Maria Menounos down the street. And this do you have other famous neighbors?
Well, Tori used to live right next to her, which was right down the street from myself. There's lots of people.
Is Maria Menounos wrong to be carrying on with this Derek Huff, who was her dance partner on Dancing with the Stars? She does have a live-in boyfriend.
They've been together for a long time.
But it's got to be humiliating to him that she is being photographed with this guy.
I don't think so. I mean, it's no different than me being photographed with my husband on the show.
Yeah, but what if a guy was in the newspaper spanking you with a paddle on the beach and you're frolicking in the water with him? That would be humiliating.
I didn't see that.
Oh, all right, so go ahead. Make a statement to Maria Menounos right now, Tiffany, about what you think.
That's her
about
relationship, and her relationship seems quite fine. So whatever is working for them works for them.
Go ahead, Kid Mo, quickly.
How you doing, Howard? Tiffany, you're beautiful. I bet your vagina is perfect looking.
Well,
I would think so, too. Is it perfect looking?
Well, I did have a C-section, so. Did
you do that, too? Why did you do that?
No, actually, I tried. I did 30 hours of natural labor, and I couldn't. The umbilical cord was wrapped around her neck, so I had to have a C-section.
Do you have a scar there now?
Like just above, very small.
Very small, thank God.
Yeah.
All right, Kid Mo.
Why, you don't like scars?
Well, of course not. Not on you. On me, it wouldn't make a difference. Pauly Shore and Dustin Diamond are on the island, and they're both drowning.
Uh-huh.
Do you let them both die, or do you go and save one? You can save one.
Oh, wow.
Who would you save?
Wow, that's a good one.
Okay.
That's hard.
Save one. You got Pauly, goes around claiming he banged you, and then you got Dustin, who makes all kinds of false accusations about you and your co-stars.
Wow. That's hard.
Quickly, they're drowning.
I know, and I'm trying, and maybe I just don't get there in time, and they both go. I don't know.
Really? You're not going to save one?
I'm swimming, and I'm not a good swimmer.
So on purpose, you're letting them die, and you're stuck on this island for the rest of your life by yourself, right?
What's wrong with that?
Oh, wow. You'd rather talk to a coconut than talk to Pauly
Well, I'm
Shore.
sure there's lots of really great animals, right? And
I would think
birds
maybe
and
you'd
things
save
like that.
Pauly, no?
Really?
Was he a pain in the ass to work with?
No,
on
he was
that one?
actually quite lovely.
It's just you're pissed now.
No, I'm not.
So you're going to save Pauly over Dustin?
Probably.
Wow.
Probably.
I could see that.
But I don't have a relationship with either one of them, so it's like I don't really.
You don't care. Let them both die. Who cares? I'm not going to complain.
That's pretty fucked up.
What?
That's pretty fucked up.
Oh, well.
Oh, well. Well, do you have a
Glad
question?
you weren't one of the choices.
What about that, Kid Mo? Do you have a question?
Yeah, just a quick question. Is she aware of how many times guys have jacked it worldwide over the years to her?
You are a sex symbol.
I've been told a few times.
Yeah, listen, I told her when she walked in, and she was like, yeah, I know. Get in line. Let's go to Joe, who has the final question. Yes, Joe.
Howard, great to talk to you.
Thank you.
Tiffany, I met you when you were Little Miss Junior America.
Oh my gosh, that was a long time ago.
And
were you a beauty pageant girl? Mm-hmm. That must have been awful.
No, I actually had a good time with those too.
Really?
I didn't do that many of them. I only did a few of them, and then I started working right after that. So.
All right, Joe, go ahead.
So we used to be pen pals after that. So I was curious if she ever remembers any of that.
Were you pen pals with, or was that sort of a publicity thing?
I want to say I remember being pen pals with a few people, and nothing against you, sweetheart. I totally promise. But after having a baby, and I'm sure Beth can probably relate to this. Your brain is like, it fries afterwards. You just don't remember anything.
Oh, understandable. It was a long time ago.
Yeah. Well, it was nice to hear you again.
King of all blacks, go ahead.
Yes, Howard, man, I'm just so curious. It sounds like she has the prettiest feet in the world.
You're into feet. This is the guy who I saw.
It sounds like she has pretty feet.
I do actually have good feet. I will say that.
Let me take a look at your feet.
You want to see?
If you don't mind.
No.
Let me see.
Are they long and thin or chubby?
She has really good feet.
Yeah, I have
got to say, they're beautiful.
Yeah,
more beautiful than mine, and I don't say that about anybody.
I do have good feet. I have said that about myself.
King is right. You sound like you have beautiful feet.
Do I?
What would you do to her feet, King?
Oh, my God. I would smell them, like, gently. And like after she wore some herbs, I would smell them, and then I would, rub them against my joint. You know what I'm saying?
Well, isn't that nice?
It's so funny, people with foot fetishes, and
he's
like
got
little
a huge
fetishes
one.
like that. Yeah,
with his wife.
I like when they're in the boots. Like I don't like them when they clean out the shower. I like them when they musty. Like.
Oh, interesting.
Right.
Huh. Okay.
Have you ever rubbed your feet on a black man before?
No, I have not.
Have you slept with a black man?
No, I have not.
Isn't it true there was a basketball player that actually sent you a nude picture of himself asking you out?
No, that was a baseball player, actually.
Oh, it was? Mm-hmm. And who the hell would do that?
It's somebody very famous.
He sent you a nude picture of himself.
Uh-huh.
When did A-Rod, it wasn't A-Rod?
No. Mm-mm.
Jeter?
No, and he wasn't an African-American, so.
He was a white guy.
Mm-hmm, he was a white guy.
A white baseball player took a naked picture of himself and sent you. Isn't that the ultimate turnoff to a woman?
How silly
it was pretty, I wasn't a fan of it.
Was he well hung?
He wasn't bad.
Right.
It's just... Like, I was never a girl that liked, in Cosmo when they'd have, like, the half-naked guys. I just think it's cheesy.
Right, absolutely.
I just do.
So you politely said, no, I do not.
I gave it to my gay best friend.
And he liked it.
Yeah, he loved it.
He would have gone out with it. Let's go to Rick. Obviously, there's a huge demand for people to ask you questions.
Okay.
Even though we haven't had one legitimate question
yet. What
yet.
team was he on?
Yeah, what team? Give me a team, Tiffany.
No, because then you'll probably figure it out.
No, come on.
No.
Why didn't you give that picture to 𝗦𝗵cie𝘄𝗿𝗱? I listen.
Maybe she did.
Honestly, I do not know Ryan's sexuality, of course. As you know, I tease him because...
I think you're not the only one who teases him.
Rick,
I think he's very used to it.
Go ahead, Rick.
Thanks, King. You're the best. Tiffany, were you spanked growing up, and do you like to be spanked now?
I'm trying to remember.
Were you ever spanked as a child?
I think I was spanked once only.
Were you nude?
No, I was not nude.
Who spanked you?
My mother with a switch.
With a switch?
Yeah.
That's old school.
Yeah, old school.
What did you do to get spanked?
I think I lied. I think I had a big lie. I think I said I wasn't supposed to go swimming next door, and it was too cold, and I think I did, and they found my wet bathing suit or something like that, and I got switched.
Switch, so it had to be,
I had to go outside in our yard and pick out the switch I wanted to be used on me.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Was it only happen once?
Only happened once. That's it.
On your naked buttocks?
No, it wasn't. I wasn't.
Were you stripped down to your underwear?
I think I was in shorts or something.
In shorts?
Around the legs, that's what they would do.
Oh, on your legs?
I think it was my legs, yes. I think Robin's right.
How many times were you hit?
Once.
That's it?
Once. That was it.
Did it hurt?
Yeah, it hurts. Yeah, it hurt.
Who sends their kid out to pick a switch anymore?
Lots of parents do that. You go get the switch.
Well, think about it. I'm 38 years old. This was a while ago.
Do you fantasize about being spanked now as an adult?
I'm not.
Has your husband ever spanked you?
Mm-mm.
Did Brian Austin Green ever spank you?
No.
Did Pauly Shore ever spank you?
No.
Did Dustin Diamond Screech spank you? No? Did 𝗦𝗵cie𝘄𝗿𝗍 spank you?
No.
That's what I thought.
No.
But you know, Howard, when your parent sends you out to get a switch, the kid comes back with a good hard stick.
Yeah, that's the stupidest thing.
That's the stupidest
I'd be like, hey, listen, dummy. I'd come back with a twig.
Yeah.
I go, you asked me to... My mother used to say...
I think you're so in fear, that you just want to get it over with. So it's just like picking a switch, coming in, getting it done, and be done with it.
See, my mom was smart. She used to hit me with a hanger, but she'd pick out the hanger.
Ooh, hanger.
Oh, but then she'd go, you're not letting me hit you. You're holding my arm. And I go, yeah, that's called self-defense.
Yeah. I know a lot of people used to do, like, the paddle from their...
Ping pong?
No, well, yes, they could do that. But isn't the old school, like, Catholic schools with the paddles and stuff?
Rulers.
Yeah, rulers.
Would you ever hit your daughter with a switch?
No. I think, well, here's the thing.
Don't defend your mother's actions on this.
No, I think there's times where you feel like, wow, that's the only thing you can do.
But you hold back.
But I think there's other ways that are a little more constructive.
Because it's humiliating.
Well, I think that's what we thought last time. I mean, 30 years ago, 40 years ago, 50 years ago.
That's what your mother thought.
She thought she was a lot more of an easy hand than actually having my father do it.
Would you let your daughter be in beauty pageants at a young age?
I don't think so. They're very, very different now.
So you're a very different mother than your mother.
Well, it's not about that. I mean, honestly.
Yes, it is.
No. Well, I mean.
You're angry and critical with your mother.
I'm not. She lives with me. Are you kidding? She takes care of my daughter.
But
I love my mother.
Spanking her right now?
No,
she's getting the switch?
No.
Who knows? Let's go to Jim for the final question, then I'll let you out of here. I'm obviously holding you too long. What is it, Jim?
Tiffany, did John Stamos or Scott Baio ever try to get in your pants?
No.
Stamos missed you?
Yep, nope.
And Baio also?
I worked with Baio, but no, yeah.
What an insult. Baio didn't hit on you.
I don't think I would have let him.
Chachi.
I just... Not...
Because he's with too many women.
No, I did. He wasn't my...
Pretty boy.
I didn't think... Is he a pretty boy?
He was not your type.
I wouldn't consider him a pretty boy in mine.
Turns me on about you.
Maybe by the time she worked with him, he lost his looks.
I don't know. When did you work with him?
It was Charles in Charge. I did 2 episodes.
Okay.
And it was just... I didn't have anything. Maybe he knew that and didn't even try.
Other than your husband, who's the hottest, sexiest guy in Hollywood right now? Beside me and your husband.
Hottest, sexiest guy besides... Well, I have kind of a thing for Mike Rowe. Do you know who that is?
No.
He has a show called Dirty Jobs.
And you like him?
He's pretty hot. But my husband knows that, too.
I see. Okay. All right. One last...
I like him kind of manly and dirty and,
that would be
not
me.
So clean.
Or Fred. Let's go to Jared.
Hey, what's going on?
I'm not manly, but I'm dirty. Go ahead, Jared.
I meant dirty on the outside.
Oh, well, that too. I am dirty on the outside. Believe me.
You talk dirty.
Catch a whiff. Jared, go ahead.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Listen, I just wanted to say, great interview, Howard, but Tiffany, I got to give it to you. You're just a classy woman, and it's great. It's great to hear that from an actress. You abstain from the stuff you don't want to talk about. You have great things to say about everybody. Just a classy woman.
Not about Jenny Garth. She didn't have any great things to say.
That's not true. I said nice things about her.
The right way,
I did. I said I actually have a lot of, like I said, I have a lot of thanks for her for what she's given me, and that's my husband. So
George, go ahead. Last statement. Go ahead.
Hey, Howard, she's a total slut, and I got proof. And we both went to middle school together in Long Beach, Cumberly Middle School, and she was such a slut back then.
That's lovely. Yeah, okay, dude.
What a way to end the interview.
Yeah, I was at 6th grade. I was a slut. Okay, 5th grade.
Is your name Dustin Diamond, George? For real?
She went to Cumberly Middle School.
I did go to Cumberly. You're absolutely right with that.
I'm not going to believe him.
Of course, please. In 5th grade.
I wish you were a slut. I'd like to hear about it.
My Lord. I didn't have my first boyfriend until after that, so.
Well, anyway, you are delightful.
Thanks.
And beautiful.
Thank you.
And
we actually have mutual friends.
Who's our mutual friend?
Josh and Kristen Takeman.
Oh, I didn't know you were friends with them.
I am.
Oh, you can do better than that. You can be friends with me. No, I love Josh and Kristen.
Yeah.
Wow, how did you meet them?
I've known Josh actually for quite some time.
Well, he gets around, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, listen, see Tiffany Thiessen in White Collar.
Thanks, Howard.
And did you know I took Josh's wife and did her pregnancy photos?
No, I didn't know that.
That's right.
Oh, look at you.
That's right. I'm a master photographer.
I did know that, though. I didn't know you took those.
Yeah, I did. Anyway,
maybe I'll call you up when I'm pregnant next time.
I'll show them to you.
Did you see them?
I haven't seen them.
They're hiding them. Let's see. And believe me, you'll take your clothes off and I'll photograph you.
Okay. I'm sure my husband will be okay with that.
Oh, tell him to lighten up. I'm a professional. Well, thank you for coming.
Thanks for having me.
We'll be back right after these words.
Tiffany.
Yes.
May I talk to you about the interview?
Of course you can.
So you survived. I mean, he really ran you through the gamut.
He did. He did. Well, there's a lot of rumors and a lot of people talking stuff, so I guess there was a lot of questions to ask.
He's attempting to put words in your mouth. He's trying
Doesn't
to
he
bait
always
you.
do that to everybody, though?
Absolutely. I was going to mention that to you because you had mentioned to me on your way in that you were anticipating this interview. You've always wanted to meet him.
Yes.
How did his interviewing skills and style measure up to what you thought about him prior to this?
Pretty much everything that I kind of knew what I was getting myself into a little bit.
Right.
But I thought he was very nice. I mean, I don't think he was... I don't think he crossed any terrible lines with me, which is nice.
A lot of times he has someone in and he eventually gets that secret or unknown information
Oh, really?
out of him. How did you avoid giving up any more about Jenny Garth?
When it comes to those kind of things, it's just, like I said, it's water under the bridge and it's between the two of us and, and that's that.
Distract him with your feet and go from there.
You're exactly right.
All right. Nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you too.
All right.
This is the best of the wrap-up show. A recap and behind-the-scenes look with John High and Gary 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏. The best of the wrap-up show begins now.
Hey, it's Gary 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏. On Monday's wrap-up show, we talked about death. Everybody's going to die at some point. And I talked about whether I should have Baba Booey put on my tombstone. And that led to all of us talking about death. Ronnie had some funny thoughts, but the most interesting thing was JD is very afraid of death, which I get, but he's so afraid he doesn't want to talk about it. Here's how it went.
Before we get to Tiffany, I do want to talk about the Olympian who called in, Skyped in from Russia, I guess. Yeah, just to he gave you the big Baba Booey shout out and plans to do plenty more, including if he medals.
Yeah, I think it's funny when people say he gave me the big Baba Booey shout out. It's not about me. It's about the show. Baba Booey. I said Baba Booey is a word that you yell out to let the whole world know how it's
you must get. I would. I mean, you don't get personal, like a little, like wow, that's kind of neat.
I think it's kind of neat, but I think it sort of transcends me. In other words, it's not going Gary 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏, it's going Baba Booey, but that's just a word. But it's great. It's great that he did that on literally an international stage.
Yeah. Well, ultimately, it is your nickname. I know what you're saying. The show is bigger, but it is kind of personal to you.
It's fun. Believe me, it's fun. I mean, I like it when there's a guy, I can't remember his last name, Seth. He does NCAA basketball updates and stuff like that.
Seth Davis?
Yeah. And so we'll be sitting on the couch, like Mike Jackson and all his friends will be sitting on the couch watching March Madness, and he'll go, look at this one. He goes up for the shot. Baba Booey. And everybody looks at me and cracks up. They think it's a riot.
I've said before, I think this is one of those things that it's going to outlive the show. And like 100 years from now, people will be doing like Baba Booey at whatever the news is then, and people won't know why. They just know it's something you do like at public events.
Do you think... this is funny because I had to deal with some stuff at the cemetery yesterday. Do you think...
Did someone Baba Booey?
I should have it on my tombstone?
Yeah. Do you plan on having it on your tombstone?
No, I'm not even sure I plan on having a tombstone.
Oh, really?
I'm thinking of going the cremation route. Although Mary wants to
Good idea.
on the urn. Mary wants to be cremated, and I told her I would like a large tombstone with Klieg lights that go 24 hours.
You're going the cremation route, Ronnie? Is that your plan?
Possibility.
They already started, it looks like.
You're a scream, man.
Have you thought about
Is that from comic school you learned that? Huh?
Comic school. Have you given any thought
Went
to that?
comic school, you asshole? Huh? That's the same school that Sal went to, right?
Yeah.
Ronnie, seriously, have you given any thought to that?
What?
Like,
yeah.
And?
I don't know, man. Why do you have to have people come and cry at your gravestone? Just burn up and say goodbye, and that's it.
Well, people want to fondly remember you and think back to times they had.
Yeah, okay. I'm going to get buried under a stage at a strip club.
And then I'll come and see you.
They're going to have a glass floor, you know. So I'll be laying there in my box. Like this,
Ronnie,
looking up.
Good news. I'm not going to Pine Lawn. I am going to Rick's. To see if that's where you are.
Everyone's excited to visit Ronnie. You know,
Ronnie's been practicing for that service for years.
Like Mel Brooks. No, not Mel Brooks. Mel Blanc. Like his tombstone says, "That's all, folks." Like, should I put Baba Booey on my tombstone?
People ask me if I'm going to put Jump the Shark on mine. Honestly,
he jumped the shark on
finally jumped the shark. You know,
Ronnie's will be the only tombstone that says, "Let's fuck some whores on it."
Ronnie, who is that?
Hey, Ronnie, I know you've said before that you're scared of like some aspects of getting older and stuff.
What? When did I say that?
Well, you said you said you're scared of like Stephanie leaving you and things like that.
Oh yeah, well yeah, that's a whole different situation. It's not
okay, but I'm just like, are you the type of person? Do you dwell on death a lot?
No, not at all.
Does it scare you? Do you get depressed about it?
I get depressed when I see nice people that don't deserve to be sick like that. And
but like, what about your personal self?
Well, my personal self, I don't really give a shit. I'll worry about it at the time when it happens. But
he's too busy living.
Ronnie, yeah. I'm gonna use this opportunity to call you out.
Good.
We spoke on the air some months ago.
Oh, stop it now! My doctor got on me on Thursday with that shit.
You told me.
Yeah, I'm doing it now.
A colonoscopy. When are you
doing it?
When?
Yeah, I got to call the guy.
I know, but that's what you said 4 months ago.
No, the guy gave me a number to call.
Why do you keep putting it off?
I didn't put it off. I just never did it.
Oh,
clearly.
Oh,
I didn't put it off.
I see the difference.
I just didn't do it.
No, but I know what you mean, Benji. A lot of people have a tough time thinking about mortality and even having these conversations about a tombstone or whatever else, where other people don't really have.
You
a
know
problem
who has
with
the
it.
worst time with it? Who cannot discuss it at all? JD.
Really?
Oh yeah. You bring him in here, ask him about that. He completely shuts down.
I didn't know that. Actually.
Wait. Is that typical?
Well, that's why I'm a reporter,
atypical of most conversations with him? Like,
what's that?
Yeah, where are the conversations where he flourishes?
That man walking. Here he is.
What's wrong with your eye?
What happened to my eye?
Yeah, what's going on with your eye?
I blew a blood vessel.
Doing what?
I don't know. I don't know how it happened. I don't know how it happened. But I went to the eye doctor Saturday, and I just wanted to make sure that's all it was, and that's what it is.
When I asked Ronnie about his eye, there were a couple possibilities of how he popped it. One was taking a dump, and in his words, maybe pumping my girlfriend, as he said.
Oh.
When did you notice that?
There's a lovely image.
Friday morning when I woke up.
And was the swelling worse then?
It's not swollen. It's just blown. The vessel is blown out.
There's blood in there.
Blown over it.
We were talking about mortality. Gary was talking about.
I don't want to talk about death.
Come on, man.
I really don't want to talk about.
Come on,
death.
you gonna come and burn with me?
Why?
No, because it seriously scares the shit out of me, and I think about it enough on a daily basis.
Do you think that if you talk about it, it will make it happen?
It just makes me think about it, and it really just weirds me out, and I just really hate.
And I can relate to this because I was like this for a while. Like I had that same problem where
after you got married.
I would
and then you died.
I would just lay in bed and I'd think, oh my God, like this is. We only get one shot at it. Like, what the
I can't even be around for this.
Let's freaks out.
I don't go around one time, JD. That's what I keep telling you.
Let's
enjoy the block party.
Let's not talk about death specifically.
Quick crowbar that in.
Let's not talk about JD.
Yeah.
Let's not talk about death specifically, but rather like your phobia. Like what about it makes you like I can't think about it.
Because I don't know what happens after. And I don't know.
Maybe nothing.
Well, exactly.
The bugs are going to eat your eyes out.
I know.
Man.
I don't know how it's going to happen. I don't know if I'll be in pain. I don't know if I'll be. If it'll be in an embarrassing situation.
Can I say something? Because I understand what he's saying a little bit.
If I'll be shot or something.
We have no control. Like I think about death a lot. Today I'm driving in and I hear the story on the news station about the guy driving the wrong way on the Long Island Expressway again.
Mm-hmm.
And he hit somebody. The guy driving drunk instantly died. Well, they don't know if he was drunk. And the guy he hit is in bad condition. And I always think, like, I think I'm doing the right thing, but maybe today's the day a guy gets on the fucking West Side Highway going the wrong way.
Yeah,
and then I have no control.
You don't know.
Is it the unknown? Is it because you can't control it? What about it?
Yeah, it's just everything about it. It's just like everything just ends and you don't know what.
And that's exactly what I would think. It's the same exact thing that I would think. That it just how is this all just end all of a sudden?
Yeah.
But see, but with that attitude, which is not that weird for people to have, with that attitude, you should go, well, if I don't know when it's going to end, I'm going to do all these great things and get it done before it's too late.
He's doing it, man. He's doing it.
No, it actually just makes me not want to do anything, and I just want to prolong my life doing nothing.
How long have you had this issue?
Oh my God, since as far as I can remember. I mean, yeah, there's a scene in What About Bob when the little kid is freaking out Bill Murray and he's like, "We're all gonna die."
I remember that.
This is it. We all die. He just keeps going on and on. And I remember then, like, I had those same thoughts, and I was like, holy shit, this is freaking me out. And that's one of the scenes I never forget from What About Bob.
You think JD's being ridiculous here, Will?
Yeah, a little ridiculous.
Oh, fuck Will.
I mean, if you're so worried about being healthy, why don't you watch it?
All right, shut up. Has nothing to do with health. And he works in a fat joke.
No, but it brings up a point.
Hack.
Like, if you got diabetes tomorrow, right, which would alter your life, would you say, God, I could have done something different?
Yeah, of course.
Then why don't you?
I don't know. Because I'm lazy. I like doing what I'm doing. It makes me happy.
So you are living life. You're living life.
He's living
whatever.
large.
No,
That's for sure.
if you could only enjoy it.
Exactly.
Would you want to be cremated or tombstone or?
Jesus.
I don't want to think.
Burn up, man. It's good.
Don't even.
You don't want to get eaten by those maggots. You know how they crawl into your eyes and shit, man?
Whatever.
What they do to Ronnie's eye.
Keep talking. Whatever gets Will off a big casket joke or something.
On Tuesday's wrap-up show, we're going to talk about me, Sal, JD, and this hot chick, 𝗫𝗿𝗍, who came in with these big tits. And after she came out of the studio, there was a little bit of turmoil in the control room with Scott Pace and Sal. Sal was like infatuated with her boobs. The Pace was pissed off because he didn't get to touch her boobs. There was all kinds of shit going down in there, but you should tune in to the wrap-up show and find out what really happened after she came out of the studio.
You were all about titty fucking this girl. You brought it up numerous times.
Listen, dude, when you got them like that, you use them. You don't put them to waste.
Do you think you convinced her that she shouldn't do what she's going to do?
No, she's going to do it. I'm telling you.
You just have that feeling?
I have that feeling.
She's got that look in her eyes.
She's going to do it. She's going to do it. I was hoping at least she would cancel Friday's appointment and think about it a little bit, but I don't think so.
Now, you were fired up over it, but Robin was really fired up over it today. Did you notice that, Gary?
I did. I don't understand why 𝗫𝗍𝗍 came here, because she appeared to want our opinion.
Right.
And then she didn't want our opinion, and I don't think she came here just to show us her tits. See, maybe she came here thinking, you know what, I'm pretty sure I want to do this, so I'll just go, and I'm sure they're going to give me the affirmation I'm looking for.
She did say she thought Howard would say to get the boob job.
You were in love today, JD.
Oh, yeah.
It was painfully obvious.
Well, she's a cute girl. and the tits just put her way over the top.
You know how I knew he was in love is at one point she got up and she went to take her headphones out, and this guy springs into action to help her with that. I've never seen him jump to help anybody.
Anything to catch a glimpse of him, as close as I could. Then maybe
They were throwing-
touch him again.
They were throwing money at her in the Howard TV studio. Afterwards, they were seeing if she could do jumping jacks with her breasts, either staying in or falling out, and they were all throwing in $5. Ronnie threw in, Scott DePace. She walked away with a wad of money.
What was going on? Wait a second. Why didn't anyone come get me for that?
Yeah, what was going on?
What was that?
There's a lot going on at Howard TV. Let's start with this. So
Assholes.
I get an IM about from first of all, DePace goes over the. He sends me an IM and he goes, "Tell her to take her hands off her boobs," right? But then he gets on and he goes, when Howard said JD could go in, because I said, "Hey, there's some guys who want to test the firmness," and Howard goes like, "Who?" And I said, DePace, Phelan, and Greg. And also JD. And he goes, "Tell JD to come in here." So I hear on my speaker, "What the fuck?"
She chose JD.
Well, no, she said no to DePace.
Will told me to go in. Not that I wasn't going to touch her boobs, but I was going to give a little insight on the deal.
Several times, DePace over the Squawk Box was like, "This is bullshit. What the fuck?" And then I get an IM from Doug. DePace is in here cursing up a storm, and he can't get in.
Why was he so upset?
Because I think it was his idea, and he's like, "It's my idea. I don't even get to feel the titties."
So he was upset.
Hey, thanks, Scott.
JD, you were thrilled being chosen,
of course. Are you kidding me?
But it sounds like there was like a stripper party going on in the Howard TV.
No, it wasn't really a stripper party.
So what was
I walked
happening?
in on the tail end of it, and they were throwing money. They were betting $5, but nobody bet except me and DePace that when she did jumping jacks, her tits would fall out.
She still had her
a bikini top.
Right.
So she was doing
and I said, I bet him yes they would, and he said no they wouldn't.
So she was doing jumping jacks in the Howard TV control room.
Yeah.
Oh, God damn it. Is there footage of this?
Hold on. So here's what I saw. I go to the bathroom. I see the Howard TV camera in there, and I see Sal. And Sal seems to be putting on some sort of a show.
Of course.
Come out of the bathroom. Whatever I see, it's given, as your kid used to say, the O factor is going off. So I go to Sal, I go put my hand up and I give him like snap my fingers to the waiter. Come here. So Sal comes out, I go, "Let's shut this down." And he goes, "Okay." He comes to my office about 10 minutes later. He goes, "Thank you so much." And I go, "Why?" He goes, "I don't know. I could have gone. I felt like I could be out of control. You did the right thing shutting that down." It was the weirdest thing.
What was he doing?
I don't know exactly. I just
He was showing her how to do jumping jacks. But he was like out of his mind when he was doing it. He almost broke his hand.
And I witnessed Gary with the hand wave to Sal. It was almost like a dad telling his kid, "Get out of that situation. It's about to get bad."
I had no idea what was going on, but it just didn't look right.
And Sal needed you to shut him down.
He was so happy.
Scott DePace, we hear that you were quite upset that you weren't chosen to test firmness
What are you
today.
talking about? You want to smell my hands?
Gary said you were cursing up a storm in the control room.
Not cursing up a storm, but
You were like, "What the fuck?"
Who doesn't like to feel a nice pair of tits? I mean,
And it was sort of your idea.
Yeah, well, we've always done it for years, and I felt a lot of tits through my ears.
Well, she chose JD though. I mean, you can't get mad at anybody else
because JD's non-threatening. Me, I'm,
You're a threat?
Yeah,
please get the fuck out of here.
He's from Pennsylvania originally, or Delaware, whatever.
She didn't really choose JD.
You're real threatening.
We threw out a bunch of names, and she said JD. Okay, now if Scott and the other guys came in, she might have been up for it.
Hey, Scott, does your wife mind at all?
No. Although the only time she did, I think she was pregnant that one time, and when I felt Victoria's a drock. And
Did you feel her tits or a clit?
I felt her tits from behind, and I immediately called Pam afterwards, who was 8 months pregnant. I said, "Hey, listen, just so you know, I just did that." And she said, "I don't care." She calls back 5 minutes later and goes, "Wait, now what did you do?" And I told her, and apparently one of our neighbors had heard the segment and said to her, "Hey, man, you a nice woman, 8 months pregnant, you're letting your
What the fuck is up with neighbors?
I know.
Richie Wilson, what do you want to say?
One of the best things you guys missed was Sal said to the girl, "Let me see your shoes," and he got on his hands and knees and crawled and looked up her skirt.
See, can't be happening. That can't be happening.
You guys had a party back
how
there.
did he
Get that on camera, Richard?
How did a camera and how did she end up with a camera in the TV room with Sal?
Doug wanted. Well, I don't know how Sal got there. Doug wanted to do something for television where we would all tell her what we thought as well, and she was up for it. She seemed game. And
how did it turn? Well, I don't want to know.
Stop touching the microphone. You can talk from there.
John Lieberman, what did you want to say when you were touching that mic?
Go ahead. They can hear you. Go ahead.
I know. I was just going to say,
wrong with you?
Sal followed her from the moment she left the studio.
Oh, geez.
Followed her with Greg Carmel interviewing her all the way into Howard TV.
Of course.
And Sal tried to show her how to do a jumping jack, and she couldn't replicate how Sal was doing it. So Sal did it again in a certain way so that her breast would come out. Scott, back me up here.
Yeah.
He was
They
doing
flopped
this
right out.
freaky kind of jumping jack And she's like a little girl. I mean, she's replicating everything Sal's doing.
Scott, who did you think was the most fired up today? Ronnie, Robin, Fred, JD? Which one?
Oh, definitely Ronnie. Ronnie was, although JD was really into it, but he's not as vocal as Ronnie is. Ronnie's very vocal, and he let it be known.
Were you surprised at Robin and how much the advice she was giving and how she felt?
You know, she's got experience with that, but what the hell is that?
Dude, you felt Victoria's boobs?
Yeah, see, I didn't feel those.
Dude, I would have went for the clit, man. It's like a guy's cock, man. That's cool.
You want to feel a guy's
cock? What? Dude, did you ever see her clit?
About?
You ever see her clit, man?
No. What's going on?
It's that long-looking thing, man. It's really cool, man. She's like freaky. I love that girl.
So you're looking for a big clit that reminds you of a penis? That's what you're saying?
Dude, it's just cool looking.
Doesn't that
It really gives you a lot to play with.
Can you put your hand around it?
Oh, my God.
Sal. Sal, what was going? We're hearing like all this
going on in here. It's not good.
A couple of things. First of all,
Ronnie just wants to jerk dicks off.
We keep hearing.
Just so you know, Victoria, I love you to death.
Hold on, guys. Sal, we keep hearing different things. Like you followed this girl out of the studio, and you went to Howard TV, and you're.
No, I didn't follow her out of the studio. I was in the hallway, and Greg Carmel was following people around to get their reactions of her tits.
He just happened to be in the hallway.
Believe me. When I saw this girl live for the first time, I don't know what happened. I couldn't think straight. I swear to God, there was something in my head. It was like somebody, like a fairy godmother, came by and just hit me with her wand, and I was like,
it was tits.
That's called C-struck.
What is that? C-struck?
T-struck. Tit-struck.
I don't know what it was, but I saw this girl. She had these beautiful, voluptuous tits, and I couldn't think straight. I couldn't see straight. I was just in complete. It was like, the light shone down, and as she walked, I followed her into the control room. And when we got into the control room, Scott turns his shiny bald head around. It's shining as well because his eyes are almost popping out of his head. He goes, "Let's see you do some jumping jacks." And I'm like, "Yeah, jumping jacks, great idea." And then he takes out money. Then Ronnie takes out money, and then she says. Then Scott says, she says, "Explain to me a jumping jack." So I was so worked up.
Oh, you're
when I did a jumping
here.
jack, I hit the back of my hand on the fucking shelf. My thumb is still killing me over it. Then she started doing jumping jacks, and I still was like in that phase. And I turn my head, and I see Gary, and it's like, you know, the record stopped on the jukebox. Come over. So I walk out with Gary.
Did you take her bikini top? I saw you
I was
take
handed
it.
the bikini top.
Did you hang it in your room?
Greg Carmel came in with the bikini top to my room. And I hung it up. It's back in the control room now.
Hey,
so Gary grabs me and like, woof. I'm like, wow. I'm following Gary, but I'm in such a daze. It's like almost being in a car accident. Not exactly what's going on. That's how powerful these tits were. And I sat down in my office and I just reflected on everything. And I said, Jesus Christ, Gary saved my life. Because I don't know. I mean, I was ready to go nuts with this.
When Gary pulled you
situation.
out, were you happy that he was doing it? Or
I didn't know what was going on at that moment. He
When you
pulled me out. Like I was following him. I knew to follow him. And when I sat down and I took a breath, when I sat down and took a breath, I said, you know what? I got to thank Gary. Not that I mean, I wouldn't have done anything crazy, but it was turning into a crazy frat party.
But what would you have done?
Right.
I mean, you said you would have gone
Well, at that moment,
crazy.
if Doug Goodstein would have said, do something crazy, you know, if I would have gotten the thumbs up, the green light, who knows? You know, before you know it, I'm playing kisses in my pouch with a bikini
So
top.
you were just there to participate, observe, like DePace and Goodstein were telling you what to do, and that's what you followed.
Yeah,
orders?
it was a group of us guys, and things just evolved naturally.
Well, who told you to go on the floor?
On the floor.
Yeah, you were on the floor
Nobody
looking
told me
up
to go
her
on the
skirt.
No, I was checking the straps on her shoes. I like the shoes. Asshole. You're such an idiot.
Yeah, no one told you to do that.
So Sal, I understand that you were in some kind of haze.
I did not. The thing is this. The bottom line is that.
Not saying you did anything wrong.
I wouldn't have. When I say gone crazy, I don't know. It's not like a rape wouldn't have gone down. I mean, it's not like that. She was having fun. The guys wanted to see her do jumping jacks. Ronnie's whipping out money. Scott's whipping out money. The only thing that was missing was the champagne room and a waitress.
This is how it would have gotten weird. Like, he was in such a daze, I figured out. Like, somebody could have said, hey, you know what Kelsey's favorite part of the show was? She loves Guess What's in My Pouch. And before he could even think about it, his pants would have been down.
Oh, absolutely. You know, I thought I was, you know, because of the situation with the cameras, the green light, her doing things, doing jumping jacks, Scott whipping out money. I'm like, all right, it's turning into a no-holds-barred type of situation.
Yeah, we can't have that.
No, we can't. And that's why I know we can't. And we won't. And we won't, just for the record. And I was standing there innocently when Gary gave me the, you know, the finger, like, come over here, you. And I gracefully went, and then I thanked Gary for, you know, because I was in a different state of mind. Her tits are hypnotic.
But you're saying that Gary
They're like
saved...
Vicodin. They're like ecstasy. When you see those tits, You have no idea. I mean, I can watch
man.
my house burning down, my
Dude.
children inside. If those tits are in front of me, I'm like, all right, have a nice day.
Let me try to cut them off, dude. Let me
What?
try to cut them off.
No, she should get a lobotomy. The only thing she should be cut off is her brain if she's getting rid of those tits.
Let me try to take some calls here, guys. Jim in St. Louis. Are you there?
Yeah, hey guys, how's it going? Gary, John, I love you guys. You know, I've been a huge fan of the show for about 15 years now. I'll tell you what, though, you guys have got to keep a huge set of titties in JD's hands because it was like almost instant cure for that mush mouth. He was actually speaking full sentences.
Yeah, I noticed that. When you were talking to her, you had no problems. You were extremely eloquent.
All right, I don't know.
Clearly, she's not
I
here
don't
right now.
remember. I don't remember what I said.
JD.
Like I
Hey,
said-
what's going on with you that you couldn't ask her out? That's what I want to know.
Well, first of all, she said she wouldn't go out
No,
with me
that was
anyway.
no before she said that.
There's something sort of going on that's
Brewing? Is something brewing?
Something is brewing.
Okay.
And we'll see what happens.
It's you mean it's going to become exclusive where you can't?
I will see what happens.
All right.
It's a safety and security issue why you can't talk about
yes.
it, correct?
Yes.
It's a safety and security issue.
Kelly in Pennsylvania, you're on the wrap-up show.
Yeah, I wanted to comment. Normally when Robin's speaking, she's very polite with her words, and you could tell she was mesmerized with these boobs because if you guys listen to her a couple times, she said, your tits are beautiful. Those are great tits. And I was shocked that she said that. I thought she'd say, your breasts are gorgeous. But the fact that, she dropped the tit word like so many times, and it was just hilarious that she wasn't, her normal, her Robin self.
Sal, do you feel like Robin had that kind of mystique? She experienced the same thing that you were experiencing?
100%. I noticed exactly what this caller noticed. Even those tits are so magical. Like Robin, you saw a different side. She said men like when they come out. I mean, that's crazy. That's like some fat beer drinking truck driver talks that way. The fact that Robin was so mesmerized by it proves that those tits are truly magical.
I think Robin was taken with the idea that I don't think she was attracted to them, but I think she looked at them and goes, that's what I wanted. Those are exactly what I would like to have had, and Robin had things done, and maybe they aren't exactly how the way she wanted them. But I think Robin felt if I were born with those, that's what I needed.
Well, I thought she was very upset about just cutting up the body when it's not necessary.
Well, I thought Howard and Robin were very real about which I got, which is Kelsey wants to do this because she thinks it's going to change something in her life. And I think the feeling is she's going to do this, and it's not going to really be what she wants. I was trying to figure
out what her goal was.
I think her goal is to sort of blend in, literally blend in with everybody else, and not be noticeable, and not be known as the cute girl with the big tits. Just be the cute, quiet girl.
Well, if that's her goal, it might help her.
But I think what Robin was saying is what you think you're going to get, you're not going to get. They're not cutting those down to a C. You think they're going to be unnoticeable and small, and they're still going to be a decent size, and then you'll be the girl with the big tits who had the operation that made them a little small.
I wonder how much it means getting the advice coming from a woman versus the guys, because Robin did get a reduction and went through this, and I wonder if it's more meaningful than JD or Ronnie or even Howard telling Kelsey what she should do.
Yeah, I really thought that point was well taken, that you think this is going to make you happy, and it might not make you happy.
And I'll tell you another thing. I'm not saying Robin's a lesbian. I know she's not. But people like to experiment, and everybody has that go-to girl if they had to do it. Like we've heard other women say it before.
Who's your go-to guy?
You, Gary.
No, seriously.
I don't have a go-to guy.
But everybody does.
No.
You just said it.
Yeah, girl. It's completely.
That's girls, Gary, not guys.
Different ballpark, Gary.
Don't help him.
No. So the thing is that I think if there was an opportunity for Robin to finally get it on with a woman, I would have to believe this is the one. You could just hear it in her voice. And I would love to pose that question to her, that did this girl turn her on, maybe perhaps get her a little moist in the panties, and perhaps if there's an opportunity for her there, I think it's this chick.
Now, to me, that sounds like a guy creating a scenario to jerk off to.
Absolutely.
He already did it.
No.
He's already done it already,
in your eye,
Gary.
that's why it's red.
He's done it already.
Someone's going to be thinking of that after they use spa maps or whatever the hell.
Spa now.
Guys, a lot of you have spoken about how Kelsey just put you in this. Sal said a haze. He thinks Robin was in it. Ronnie, you raved about her. JD, you said she's fantastic. A lot of beautiful women come up here and get naked. What was it that set her apart? And girls who come up here with great tits as well. Yes, Ronnie.
I know why. Because she's a regular girl.
Exactly. And she's from Pennsylvania, and she's very innocent looking.
Natural.
She has no agenda.
And she was. If she had come for a Playboy evaluation, I still think people would have thought she was hot, but it would have been from a different angle.
Bart, you're on the wrap-up show.
Yeah, I wanted to comment that I thought the best line of the day was that when Howard had told her to grab her boobs and say that she didn't want to get rid of them, and JD threw in that little line, "Now kiss him." I freaking almost drove off the road. That was so fucking funny.
I don't think that was done for a laugh.
No, I wanted her to do a lot more than that, but I felt...
And she could do it, too.
I know. That was... I was thinking of that whenever the boyfriend came in. That's what I was thinking about.
That's a perfect example. I've seen strippers do that. You think it's just stupid and annoying. When she did it, it was charming and funny.
Yeah.
And sexy.
Hot.
So what happens next, JD? Will you follow up with her at all, or is she just going to remain a memory?
I guess. Well, I'm going to get the DVDs of her appearance today.
Whoa! What are you going to do with it?
I will enjoy it.
Just up another
What does
T-shirt?
that mean?
Fuck off, Sal.
What happened with
What does
your,
that mean?
What
that
happened?
You'll enjoy it.
What happened with your?
I will enjoy the relive the memory of what a good time
Yeah,
it
but
was.
if you
on
got
there.
something brewing,
Shut
man,
up.
you shouldn't be doing that.
Oh, Ronnie, shut up.
On Wednesday's wrap-up show, 𝗦𝗵cie dropped by to talk about what happened in the back when the woman with the large breasts was here the other day, and it boiled down very quickly to a conversation about Gary and Scott. They had with each other, they had about each other, and I'm going to use a sports cliche here. These two teams just don't like each other. Watch for yourself. Scott, thank you for coming down.
You're very welcome.
Apparently, you've been accused of throwing Doug Goodstein immediately under the bus and misrepresenting yourself with this issue. Would you care to answer that?
I think, first of all, to say that I'm the only person that throws anyone under the bus is ridiculous.
Nobody
around
said
here.
that.
Well, to act like it is.
Nobody said that. We're saying that in this particular instance. You know,
listen.
Can
took
I
it.
just finish it?
Yeah, go ahead.
I think when you said you were hardly involved, I think that's a huge misrepresentation.
Never said that.
Well, didn't you say to Howard this morning? Look, I was hardly involved in that.
No, I did not say that. I never said that. What my deal is, I took the whole rap for your sleeping video, and I wasn't going to let that happen.
But let's
again.
talk about this.
I am. So this time, there were about 11 people involved in that yesterday.
Understood.
I may have been the ringleader, yes, but you've got Sal. You've got Ronnie.
All
Did anyone,
understood.
let me just did anyone speak to Ronnie about it?
Absolutely. I spoke to
You
Sal
did?
and I spoke to Ronnie.
You did?
Yes.
Okay.
I'll tell you, I spoke to Doug on your behalf because you were doing the show. I spoke to Sal and I spoke to Ronnie. But we're just talking about you in this case, and Howard goes, "Hey, Scott, don't do a show out there." And you could have said, hey, "Understood, Howard, it won't happen again." But you go, and Doug was there too. You know, Doug could have stopped it.
It's not what I said, Gary. You don't listen to the show.
I listened very clearly.
What did
Not
you
on this
say,
one.
Scott?
What I said was, "You're right. It was unprofessional. I won't do it again." Then he went on and said something else, and then I said, "Well, listen, I'm not the only one. Doug was." I said Doug was the one who brought her down, and we told the story again. And then I said, listen, if Doug truly thought it was a problem, because Doug tried to come off all high and mighty here, like he had nothing to do with this, and he was appalled at it. I'm just saying he was there for the whole time. He was laughing along. He wasn't a ringleader, but he certainly could have said, this is a problem.
Understood. And that's a different subject. But why do you feel the need to bring that up?
Because
Howard was talking to you about you.
I felt singled out.
You feel like you're the fall guy in this instance?
A lot of times I am.
Well, I think you were leading the charge more than anybody back
Listen,
there.
Shuli, you were
definitely the
in
most
on it.
vocal.
You ran right in and were like,
I'm covering
jumping
the story.
jacks.
Now,
Oh,
Gary, you're
covering the
sitting here
story
trying
is
to
different
pin,
than
This is how delusional you are. You're trying to pin this on me. You're taking zero
I'm not
responsibility.
trying to pin it on you. I'm trying to
there
say
to cover
you're
your
partly-
mistakes. I'm
you
there to
were
cover
there
your
as well.
mistakes.
You had Will chanting. You had
Gary,
Richie
should I have
Wilson
not been
chanting.
covering that
It
moment?
was a whole big thing. We're trying to make some television. It's a hard place to draw lines around here. I get it. It's off the air. We shouldn't be going
Gary,
there.
his
And the
whole
money is-
argument to me about this in the first place was the only reason he did this is because Doug did a segment with her that he felt wasn't very good, wasn't strong
That's
enough.
my defense mechanism.
And so
Don't worry
he
about it.
felt this bit would save the shoe.
No, it was kind of stupid. Doug sitting there telling her about her boobs. No one cares.
That's okay. Let me just set the
So you
table.
went from director to producer.
Here's how this
Of course
started.
I do. I do often.
Do you understand how this started? It was
I
simple
don't.
direction like we've done maybe 1,000 times. Where a guest comes on, you get post-reaction from various people. In this case, Scott and Phelan came up, and I wanted to have Greg go around to Richard, Sal, Scott the engineer, the John Hine, I said, get Jason, get Will, get everyone, come in the control room and talk to the guys about what their opinion is of this girl. She came in, Greg came in, and I gave my opinion, and then it went from 0 to 60 real quick, and it wasn't that horrible. It was the guys just goofing around having fun. But what happened is like Sal then appeared, and then Lieberman appeared, Shuli appeared, Richie Wilson appeared, and all of a sudden it was like we might be getting a little. This might be getting a little out of control. I felt uncomfortable. Should I have said something? I knew I should have, but I also, in my head, to be totally honest, I'm like, this is show content evolving here, and I didn't want to stop it, and I didn't want to be like the father figure saying, "All right, guys, stop it." She was in there. She had a smile on her face. She wasn't there, against her will.
But if I could, Doug and I talked about this morning. She's a civilian. She's not a porn star. She's not going to have the wherewithal to walk out. And the point I'm making, Scott, I've been in your position too, where there's some things that, it's a judgment call, and I have made the wrong judgment. But I've said, you know what, you're right. I pin it on me. I take responsibility for it. I find that you did take responsibility, but then there's always a but. Yeah, you got to make sure everyone else is in on it too.
And one thing
you were definitely the kid in school who, if a group of you got caught, you definitely didn't take the fall for the rest of them.
It was like a frat house mentality, and it went to a place I don't think anyone really felt good about at the end. And in Scott's defense, as soon as it was over, he's like, "Oh, that might have gotten a little weird." And Sal said the same thing. He goes, "Oh, I don't know." It just.
Oh, please.
I thought the
really
pool stick went a little far.
I never got within 15 feet of her, by the way.
But in Scott's defense, I think a lot of guys
that's
are.
Not true.
That is true.
Yeah, I saw the video. You were you weren't 15 feet away.
She was on the other side of the producer desk, and I was back at my control panel.
It's about
the whole room isn't 15 feet long.
12 feet.
No, you were like within 7 or 8 feet of her.
Scott,
it doubled the fucking length.
Scott, what I heard
it is easily 12 feet.
Scott, what I heard in the back, what people are taking issue with is today when you went on air with Howard, you were telling a different story than what you told yesterday. Is that fair?
I don't understand that. Explain it.
Well, I don't have to explain. It's just what I said. Some
What
people were saying,
story?
like, why is Scott saying this and not taking responsibility and all that stuff?
The very first thing I said was, "You're right. It's unprofessional, and I'm usually pretty good at that professional line.
Again,
I don't
this is
take
something-
pictures. I don't talk to guests.
No,
I'm
I get
not that
it,
guy.
but
and I crossed the line.
everything you said was right. And the thing I thought was funny was then there was a but.
Because he kept going, and I just wanted to say, listen, you're singling out me. Howard was the only one he talked about on the air was me. He didn't talk about Sal. He didn't talk about
right. And
anyone else.
I was dealing. But did you know that I? By the time you brought it up, did you know that I'd spoken to Doug?
No.
So Doug hadn't had a chance to talk to you yet.
Right.
No.
Okay.
Have you heard the audio from this? Like
I have the audio of it.
It's not a gangbang.
No, it's not. But you're the ringleader.
Charge. Like maybe you didn't.
It was my turn. We had interviewed. Doug had already been interviewed. The camera pointed towards me. It was my turn, and that's what I just was. That's what I came up with to be fun for the guys on the TV show. Have her tits bounce up and down. No big deal. I even told my wife about it yesterday, and she said, "Oh, I don't think."
No, I'm not giving you a hard time about what you did because it's easy to make these decisions in hindsight. I understand what you were going for. 99% of the time you got it right. Yesterday it wasn't right, and you guys sort of understand that. So I'm not giving you a hard time about any of that. But it is funny that it's like you always brought up another person when. So what? So
because
just let him go
time,
on and let it finish.
I took the fall 100% for your whole thing with the sleeping. And I find
you did not take the fall. You brought up Doug's name every time it comes up.
Yeah, but you've never once acknowledged that. So
I'm telling you now, you bring up Doug's name every time it comes up.
Yeah,
I'm
but you've never acknowledged that he was the ringleader. I wasn't.
I told Gary
and
straight
somehow,
to his face I was.
Yeah, but still to this day, I'm the bad guy. So I wasn't going to let that happen again.
We could go around in this in circles forever.
And we will.
You and I discussed it. I didn't discuss it with Doug. I discussed it with you. I'm not the only one who brought this up. This isn't just me saying. It's so funny that when you get the spotlight on you, you immediately lash out at others.
Because again, that spotlight was only on me, at least.
So what?
So
let it blow by and let it go over.
I'm not that. I'm not that much of a wussy.
There's a lot of times where I take a lot of shit.
I fight back.
There's a lot of times where I take a lot of shit for other people.
Sometimes, Gary, every time something's wrong, you go, "Oh, it's Sal, it's Richard,
not true.
Oh, it's Will, Jason just told me this." That you never take the fall.
It's not true.
I've never heard it once.
That's not true.
In fact, ever since you've been saying that, whenever it does come up, and you automatically, I comment.
If somebody made a mistake, I will say that they made a mistake.
Scott told me he looked at it. Richard told me he heard the cue points.
That's what happened. A guy gives. Howard goes, "What happened?" I gave it to Richard, and Richard said it was fixed. No. This is not the same thing.
Howard says,
Scott, this
Gary,
is not the hold on.
This thing is
this
broken,
is not the same thing,
and
you know.
The finger at one of those.
But you're talking about fact versus. This is not the same thing in any way.
Fiction?
It's a fact. It is a fact that Richard listened to it. It's a fact that Sal listened to a bit.
It is a fact that Doug was in the room yesterday, and Doug could have
stopped it. It's a fact that doesn't need to be brought up. Howard will go exactly who is responsible for this.
Well, Scott, in your mind, does Doug have responsibility to tell you to stop doing something?
Listen, it was in my head, and it was on the tip of my tongue, and I
made
the wrong decision.
But
I should have.
In Scott's mind, by you being there, is that like a tacit?
It's almost like you can't win, because if I stopped it, I would have been the father figure stopping.
So
me.
what? You are the father figure.
I know.
I don't understand.
That's exactly what Gary did to Sal.
Yeah, I don't understand why you feel bad about being the father figure. Sometimes you didn't need dad to some of these guys.
Horrible, where it was like the guys were like physically touching her. And I'm looking at it like Sal's doing goofy shit. It's going to be good for radio. It's going to be good for TV. It just kept going. It escalated. There was only, listen, when Scott was first doing his thing, it was just him.
Does it bother you? Does it bother you on any level that Scott brought you up?
Chanting.
No. I'm saying it piggybacked really quickly.
But does it bother you that Scott brought your name up after all was said and done?
No, it doesn't actually. It doesn't. I see what I see his point. I do see his point. I might be the only one, but I see where he's saying. And because I said right after, I should have stopped. I should have just said something, But then again, when I see our cameras there were two of our cameras, Shuli and Lieberman with the microphones. I'm like,
yeah, but you're saying like we're around there like it's a special occasion. That's our job is to be back there and to cover things. So I don't understand why.
So if I pulled a gun out, you would have stopped me, Shuli? If you would have just reported it. I mean, like in other words, you have nothing to do. If you truly thought
was I the one
wrong,
yelling $5?
Yeah,
was I the one who was taking money out of my pocket and handing it to her? No, you were.
Said,
how would you have $5 here?
And I said I got to go to the bank.
When I said do jumping jacks, you go jumping jacks. All right,
play the tape and let me hear me saying that, and I'll give you $100.
I watched the tape.
Now, surely what I think Scott's saying here is you're kind of having it both ways. You're reporting, but you're also being a part of it.
He's the fucking guy from Titanic, the Billy Zane, where he fucking stiff arms women and children to get to the lifeboat first. He doesn't give a shit about. Because it's accurate. If you were drowning and somebody came to rescue you, you'd fucking pull them down with you.
That's what it is. We're bald.
You just can't take responsibility. You're a pussy. You sit here, you talk about manning up. Manning up would say, you know what, Howard? I fucked up, and then not following it with a but. That's it. I fucked up. End of story. That's manning up.
Well, apparently you think like Gary does.
Paul in Michigan.
Tell them all to fuck off. They're all a bunch of fucking liberals.
You're right, man. You're right.
But Paul, what does liberal have to do with this? Isn't a political discussion.
Gary, you shut up. You fucking constantly pile on Scott. You all pile on Scott because of his fucking politics.
But this has nothing to do with politics in any way, shape, or form.
Gary, but Gary, no matter what situation, you automatically dislike him because he's an easy target. It's like all the dogs piling on a fucking rabbit and killing the rabbit.
I can promise you, Paul. I can promise you that Scott and I are diametrically opposed in politics. It has nothing to do with this discussion.
Scott, do you feel like your politics has anything to do with this?
No. But I think that there is something to that I'm a target, I guess, and that might stem from our political discussions. But I think it's at least that's how I felt this morning. I hadn't known that he had talked to Sal or Ronnie, but I could have swore Ronnie wouldn't be a target, and I'm glad to hear that he was.
Does anyone know what party 𝗪𝐿ce's registered at?
Sam in Arizona, you're on the wrap-up show.
Hey, John, just want to say I love your show. Sam Simon's a fucking asshole, but that's a conversation for another time. Scott, as a man, how the hell, I've never known an adult male be so unable to take responsibility for his own actions. The whole point of the
you've never worked here, pal.
Are there different rules here?
It's very easy around here. You guys all point fingers at times to me, and I'm just
and you
not
point them too.
But
listen, you're a big finger pointer too. We're all guilty.
And everyone throws everyone under the bus.
Right.
So
you're
to
saying
single me out that I'm the only one who does this is crazy.
So you're saying outside of this job, you take responsibility for things? Because I see that happening 24/7. If it's happening here, I don't think the job has anything to do with it. That's a character flaw. That's you.
But Sam, finish what you were going to say.
Scott, none of these conversations would go on and on and on if you just said, you know what, my bad, I'm sorry, it won't happen again. The reason this conversation is going on is because you can't say, you know what, I'm taking responsibilities for my own
Maybe I'll
actions,
go
not
to
everybody else's.
I'll go to some
That's
therapy.
all you got to say.
Let me go to some therapy to figure it out, and I'll become a better person.
You think therapy's stupid, don't you?
By the way, I'm very conservative. That last caller was a moron. I don't know how politics has anything to do with it. But frankly, Benji does the same thing as well. Benji can't take responsibility.
Everyone does. Everyone.
He just dances around the issue.
That's right.
But Scott, honestly, as a man,
right, I've
you
had
can't
enough of you.
just say,
Okay, I'll give you Scott.
You can't just say it's my bad.
No,
you can't just say it's my bad.
I did say that, and that was my first sentence.
But it's got to start and end there, or else it doesn't work.
Well,
I was wrong, but doesn't work unless it's just I was wrong. And
Gary,
I'm going to give you an example.
I'll learn through time.
I'm going to give you an example. A couple of weeks ago, Howard gave me a hard time because I didn't tell the guests that Robin's not in the studio, right? And I blame nobody but me.
You shouldn't have.
But I'm just
it
saying,
was your fault.
But you're saying I never.
That's different. That's not even a good analogy.
It's a perfect.
That would mean if Will was the guy who talked to all the guests and Howard yelled at you. That's the difference. I'm saying there were more than one person. You were the only one involved.
Well, you're
in
saying
the guests.
I never take responsibility for what I do wrong, and I did that wrong, and I took responsibility.
If Howard came to me and said you cut the show like shit yesterday, I'd say sorry, and I'd figure it out. I wouldn't blame my camera guys or Doug.
So give an example. I mean, you say it happens a lot. Give an example when Gary didn't take the bullet and passed it on to someone else.
I just did a whole bunch. Like last time we did one of those games that is
Howard goes,
wrong
what's,
half of the
what's
time.
wrong? And I go, Howard, here's what I know.
He goes,
I
Gary,
go, listen, here's what I know, Howard. I gave it to Sal. Sal said it's ready to go. I listened to it and it sounded good. I don't know what happened. And then Sal goes, I changed something. So what am I supposed to say? Yeah, Howard, I'm a fucking idiot.
Well, maybe you should not trust Sal anymore and check his work.
And that's what's happening.
Okay.
But I'm saying that you were part of a group. As opposed to like at some point I have to trust the people
you
that
got
I work
it
with.
Now I was part of a group. Now you're
right. You're part of a group, and you want to make sure everybody else in the group has a spotlight on them, no matter how high or low.
Because I was singled
no matter
out.
how high or low the responsibility level is. And if you want, I'll play a clip that shows your responsibility level is quite high.
Hey, I said I was the ringleader. I never said I wasn't.
So just take it and fucking move on.
Who came up out of the group? Who came up with the idea to get her to do jumping jack?
I did.
Okay, end of story. You're responsible. Done.
Now, does it bother you that Jason's tweeting this as it plays out?
He's a fuckface. I mean, he's a loser. Whoever is actually on his list should be ashamed of themselves because it's just stupid. Why would you waste your day with that?
Stop touching that microphone. What is wrong with you? Go ahead.
Was that a drop?
Christ, you're worse than Sean.
No, I was just saying, Scott, you just told me that. How many followers do you think Jason has?
I was joking. I said 10, but
how many do you think he has?
He probably has 20,000, 30,000, whatever the fuck it is. They're all idiots. They're all idiots. They're all stupid.
How many, John Lieberman?
I think he has about 45,000. I think somewhere in that
Who
ballpark.
would be sad enough to admit that they follow Jason?
Well, some people find him interesting. There's a lot of listen. I feel the same way about people I don't like, but I understand why somebody would follow them.
Well, there's no room for those people in my life. So I
like me, and I
you're just all about tolerance.
Those are our fans. They're in our life.
Exactly.
So I'm trying to pull back a little bit here because at the core of this is, Gary, you're saying Scott takes responsibility but always blames somebody else. Scott, you're saying Gary really does the same thing.
Yeah.
But essentially what's at the heart of this matter is you two just don't like each other anymore. And to me, it kind of bums me out.
Why?
Because I like both of you. And
so like us both.
I do. It's not going to change how I feel, but you guys can't get past.
Let's all go away
happened.
for a weekend, and maybe you can patch us.
No, I mean you can't get past what happened. And Gary, I know you feel betrayed, and Scott, you feel unfairly categorized.
I'm going to say something, and I genuinely, Scott, am not trying to hurt your feelings. I think that whatever was going on between us started before the sleeping incident. I started to find some things about him that I just didn't think we were the same, and I started to find some things about him that I didn't like. And it wasn't just political.
Do you agree, Scott?
I mean, I think politics are where a lot of it stemmed from, but I think that Gary's.
Say it, man. Say what you feel.
We've never been close.
I thought we were closer for a certain period of time.
You just said you didn't.
It definitely was.
No, I'm saying that before the sleep incident happened, I was starting to feel some things about you that I didn't like. But before that, I thought we were better friends than we are.
You guys' tension definitely goes back at least to the beginning of Sirius.
I would say within a couple of years of being here is when I started to feel. Unfortunately, I think where Scott and I started to go bad was when we parked at the same garage and we would walk here in the morning and we would have these conversations. And I think I got to know you a lot better.
Gary would say little things like he leased a car. And I said, oh, that's funny. I had a friend who was telling me that leasing is the wrong thing to do. And he took offense in that. He was like,
I'm not
who would say that? That's stupid.
See, I would go back. I can tell you. I can tell you
minutia like that.
I can tell you a particular comment that really made me not like you. If you want to hear it.
Wow.
No, and he knows what it is. Do you know what it's about? Can you guess?
Politics.
No, it was about my father.
Oh man.
I was talking in the studio.
Did he lease a car?
No, I was talking in the studio.
Hold on, let Gary talk.
I was talking in the studio off the air when my dad was sick, or maybe when he was sick, or right around the time that he died. That it was a shame because my dad really didn't have much money left, and it was something about the health insurance, how it didn't cover anything like that. And Scott made like a really glib comment about well, maybe he should have prepared better.
Well, no, hold on. That is very simplified, but
listen, in the ballpark.
I can tell you a comment that made me not like you.
Go ahead.
So we were golfing. You were generous enough to take us golfing up to the course up in where you live, and you.
But here's the funny thing. I just told you something that bothered me, and you really moved it to the side to tell me what I did wrong.
Well, this
but
is
you didn't
actually
really deal with it.
It's kind of the same thing.
Okay.
So it was a healthcare thing, had to do with your mom,
right?
And the statement that you made, which I don't know if I should say it here, but it was about her, how much money she had left, and the place you were going to put her, and the gall of those people to want it. Do you remember what I'm saying?
No, I didn't think there was any gall of them to want it.
Yes,
they were entitled
that's
to
what
it.
You said. You had said, I can't believe that this home wants to take the rest of her money. And I said, what would you rather have the government pay for it? And you said yes.
Well, yeah, I mean, I think that when somebody works really hard for a living and they have no money left, I think the government should pay for it. I'm a believer in like the FDR government stuff.
That's a little different. I mean, we just have that. But if that's what makes you not like me, I never said anything.
You sort of implied that my father did a shitty job in life.
No.
But that's how it came across. But you can be like that.
It's really hard to go back right now.
You can be very abrasive and not know it. Like, I don't think you meant it that way, but it certainly came off that way.
No, and I wouldn't. There's a general notion. I don't believe the government is responsible for things like healthcare. And you think it's a right. I don't. And it's that simple. So if a disagreement in politics is going to be what is between us.
But it wasn't a disagreement in politics. You made a direct comment
about politics.
You made a direct comment about my dad.
It was a political statement. It wasn't.
Well, I didn't get the memo.
Well, you should.
That it was a political statement.
See, it went from politics to personal very quickly, I think, between you guys. And also, I think you used to have a level of mutual respect that went away.
Well, I think he does a good job. I do think he does a good job. I don't think he respects me. I think he respects me as a producer, but I think he likes to say he doesn't when he gets painted into a corner. But I think he has lost respect for me as a person on some level, but that's okay.
Do you think Gary does a good job, Scott?
Yeah, and I've said that. You've asked me whether I could do his job, and I said some parts of it I could and other parts I couldn't. I know that.
Well, it's just, I mean, Ronnie, it always seems contentious between these two, no matter what the topic is.
Well, Scott's an angry man.
Oh, I'm the angry
He
one.
is. He's a very angry person.
You're the angry guy.
No, at least
you're the one who says "fuck you" to everyone in the hall.
Yeah, but I could have a conversation with somebody and actually fight it out. You right away, man. It's like even if you're not fighting with the person, you're angry at them. You're angry,
so many
man.
opinions.
You're such an angry man. Well, why are you like that?
I am not. You've got to see me. My daily life outside of this place, I'm nothing but smiles.
Stop
right
now.
Nothing but smiles. My friends.
That's the point, Gary.
Plenty of them.
Outside this place. I believe Scott doesn't like anybody here, really.
I think he likes. Ronnie. Just because I'm not into strip clubs and yelling out loud on purpose, you get a couple of beers and you just got to start yelling. That's not my type of humor. I don't get that.
Nothing to do with it, Scott.
And some of your other friends, don't. I
don't hang out with them.
I'm not on the same page with them either. Like Phelan, we don't jive like that.
What is wrong with you, man?
What's wrong with you?
Right away you bring up, and the first thing you bring up too is like, because I don't hang out at a strip club, dude. I don't hang out at a strip club.
That was your life
night.
for fucking years. It was every night all about
every
scores
day.
and strippers and whoa and screaming.
Yeah, so what? It's a fucking part of the show.
And when I did show up at Scores, all I would hear is you and Phelan screaming and screaming, and it's like, oh my god.
And what were you doing? What were you doing?
I was sitting there with a fucking stripper and having a good meal and drinking a beer like you should be doing. Not just screaming to a false sense of fun or something.
False sense of fun.
Do you think Ronnie's faking that?
Well, no. It was like he was trying to be. Somehow he heard that if you're loud, everyone's going to think you're fun.
And the same thing. I heard it down when I was moving the car into the building just now. I heard the same shit about what went on yesterday in your control room. That's your control room, dude. You ran the fucking deal in there that went down yesterday. I came in at the end of it. I hear, hey, who's going to put up $5 to see this girl's boobs not pop out or pop out? That's when I walked into it.
Hey, you know what? I just watched the tape. You're out in the hall with a big smile. You hear jumping jacks are going to happen. You run down there to be part of it.
I heard
and right away you're whipping out money.
I
took a still today of you whipping out $5.
Yeah, when you were yelling, hey, who's going to put up fucking money?
You hypnotized them.
Next.
Did you know Ronnie felt this way about you?
No, I still don't even know how he feels about me. What did he say?
I think he thinks you're angry.
Oh, well, listen, that's
I think he thinks. I think he doesn't care. He doesn't give a shit. No, he doesn't give a shit about how he feels about anybody here. He doesn't care if he's friends with anybody.
Why? Because I don't want to go to Queens again, like you always say, go bowling on a Friday night.
I'm not talking about me.
I don't want to do that.
Everybody. I'm talking about everybody here.
Listen, Will and I hang out. He lives near me, and that's
because he lives around the corner from you.
Yeah, so
and he
what's
plays
wrong
golf.
with that?
If Will lived on Long Island, would you go across
Does Howard go bowling with you?
I don't know what Howard does.
If Will lived on Long Island, would you go across the bridge on a Friday night to see him?
Like once a year, maybe. Yeah.
See, that's a big step for him. Once a year is.
I went to Doug's house. I used to go to Jackie's party. I'm at an older point in my life, Gary. Would you, if I had a party and you and I were still friends, would you come all the way down to Chatham?
Absolutely.
Bullshit.
No, I would.
Bullshit.
I wouldn't come. No, but hold on a second, Scott. I wouldn't come down there every week, but I absolutely would come to your party.
Well, First of all, no one's had a party, so it's a bad example. But
maybe you should throw one.
I've invited him to block parties that I've had. He's never fucking come.
If you threw a
oh god, like when I fucking go hang out at a comedy club and
block parties
listen
at my
to
house,
you,
dude.
listen to you screaming at chicks about how take your top off. Oh yeah, I want to see that.
Hello, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about block party, a real block party.
What, the one where you jumped in the bouncy house?
Yeah. Well, what the hell's it's? You say it's about having a good time. I think everybody was having a good time. I don't know if you have the same kind of good time.
Maybe there was a round of golf.
Your good time is drinking 28 beers and playing 18 holes.
That sounds great.
Okay,
Scott, if you had a party here, like who would you invite? Who would you want to be there? Be honest. You're
nobody from here, probably.
Hold on, Ronnie. Let him answer.
Just Will. No, I would invite all of the Howard TV people. I would invite you. Well, I would invite everyone, but who would I want?
Who would you want to invite?
You, all the Howard TV people, Will, Benji. I'd want Ronnie to be there. Actually, I do like Ronnie. But now he doesn't like me, but that's fine.
I didn't say I didn't like you.
Let's see.
Why would you want Ronnie to be there based on everything? Based on everything you just said, why would you want Ronnie to be there?
I don't even know what he's even talking about. So I don't believe whatever he's saying is that genuine. I don't think we've ever had a problem.
I think there's other people who believe it too, but they just won't open
they're all the same
mouth.
fucking people.
They won't open their mouth.
Same fucking people. You talk to two people here.
No, not two people. I'm sorry, not two people.
Well, whatever. I'd want.
Why is it so shocking to you? Because you don't seem to care. I'm just going to ask, why is it so shocking to you? Some people may not like you because you really don't seem to care.
Because honestly, this is a very small part of my life. I have a great situation.
No, I get
going
that.
on where I'm at.
That's you rationalizing it. Why are you so surprised by it?
Oh, why am I surprised?
You're like, why do you think it can only be two people?
Because I don't see it day to day. I don't see that from the people I work with. I mean, there are auxiliary people that, I'm not that close with. We don't hang out. But I don't think that they hate me. I think there's a couple of guys that would have an issue. And that's just because I've not wanted to go listen to them scream at a bar or go bowling. I don't know. Who the fuck cares?
This is the best of the wrap-up show. A recap and behind-the-scenes look with John High and Gary 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏. The best of the wrap-up show begins now.
Hey, it's Gary 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏, Baba Booey. And on Monday's wrap-up show, we had Ronnie the limo driver in. He was not happy with the profiler we had on, the guy that does like FBI-type profiles. Ronnie didn't like the way he was profiled. He came up with the theory that 𝗏𝗏ie really wrote it because 𝗏𝗏ie hates him, and then it just went from there. Here's what happened.
Ronnie, we're talking about the way everyone reacted to their profile today.
I heard you.
Why would you not be willing to talk about that with that guy? Because
I got nothing to say to the guy. First of all, my profile was written by 𝗏𝗏ie.
What do you mean?
Do you really think that?
Yeah. I believe it 100%.
Why?
Why?
Yeah, what makes you?
Because it's 𝗏𝗏ie's language. That guy spoke the shit that he spoke.
Do you think 𝗏𝗏ie wrote all the profiles? Or
I didn't say. I say he wrote mine. Okay. Yeah. Because I'm. I got this whole thing in my head. I'm nuts, right? Okay. Like with the guy with the 0.0 thing too.
Well, that's what it sounded like.
Listen,
I
Gary,
think in either
Gary,
case,
listen to me.
I don't think 𝗏𝗏ie
listen
wrote
to me.
that.
This guy, I can tell you right now, he could talk all he wants about me. I don't care.
That I understand.
The guy I care about, the main guy that I care about, how he thinks, is the guy that works in there. Okay, if he's not happy with me, then I'm not happy. I can't be here.
Totally understood.
Okay, then there's the guy who's working security with me today is a New York City police officer. He's heard guys like this every day of his life. He said they know nothing about the street. It's all about book smarts and profiling people. They never spent a day in the street in their life. The guy's never come in contact with anybody as far as being a security person. Okay. He's dealt with these people every day of his life in the police academy and all this kind of shit. And it's
The guys sound exactly the same as this guy sounded, and I don't have to listen to him.
Will you start carrying feminine protection?
Yeah, most definitely.
But I was saying that
I'm going to stand there with my hands on my heart like this.
No, like this.
I want to talk about two things with you. I was saying, or you may or may not have heard this. I was saying that you could have answered pretty much the way you just did. Like what you know.
Why should I? Why should I give him the satisfaction? I don't want to.
Because you got called in.
I don't want to talk.
But I'm saying because you got called in at that point instead. Well, you gave him the satisfaction of something, and it wasn't. You probably gave him more satisfaction by getting angry.
Whatever. I don't care about the guy. That's the whole thing. I don't care.
But you do because because a person you don't care about can't make you angry.
But in a way, Ronnie's being so honest because I think a lot of us would be like, hey, it's like when someone roasts you, you're like, hey, I'm gonna give a big laugh so it looks like I don't care. Ronnie's saying, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna be honest.
And
this guy
he was honest.
And Wolfie's got this thing with me. No matter where I go or what I do, he's up my rear end.
How did this Wolfie thing start? I wasn't aware that he was doing this to you deliberately.
Once in a while, if we're in Pennsylvania, he'll cover our block parties, and he'll interview people, and he'll make sure that he interviews only the people that got bad things to say about me.
Really?
Oh, yeah. It's go watch Howard TV stuff, and you'll see it.
Do you think the guy was sincere?
And because he knows he's going to get airtime out of it.
Do you think the security guy, whether or not you agree with him or not, do you think he was sincere in his opinion, or you think it was just a bit to him?
No, absolutely not.
Why were you offering up your resignation if this guy wasn't affecting you?
All I said was, when Howard does that to me, it really agitates me because he knows that I try and do the best I can for him no matter what. And then when he starts that, jumping on my case like that, I know it's a lot of it's for the show and stuff. I'm sorry, it gets to me, all right? And it hurts my feelings. And I don't like hearing it. And that's when I get annoyed. So if he's not happy with me, then it's time for me to go.
Even after all these years, he's done it many times. It doesn't.
Yeah, but and as many times I've said the same thing. If he's not happy with me, it's time to go then.
Do you think he's unhappy with you?
I don't know.
Really?
I don't know.
You can't tell that he's... You being here for so long, still having the job, that doesn't tell you that he's happy with you?
Yeah, it does. But you know what? When he gets like the guy with the 0.0 was the same thing. You know, he's all over me like that. And, you know, sometimes it just gets to you.
So why?
I'm sure you've been there.
I could hold on a second, Spencer. I don't mean to interrupt. I didn't want to interrupt Ronnie, but I have been there. There was a period of time, that period of time has passed for me, where a sensitive spot for me would be Howard would say, "You're the worst producer ever. I got stuck with you X amount of years ago, and I hired you because you were cheap, and et cetera, et cetera." But then I got to a point where I would say, and because other people would say that to me too, like, you got lucky, and I would be like, well, you know, I've been doing this for 28 years now. You know, people don't give you a job for 28 years because they feel sorry for you.
Brian in Massachusetts, you're on the wrap-up show.
Hey, guys. I think Ronnie's a little confused on how he handled, the actual scene. I think that he was a little uncomfortable talking about security on the air, period, and he didn't know how to get out of it. I mean, he did it for the show, but, talking about what you do, how you do it, with Howard's extra exposure on AGT, I think that Ronnie, he took one for the team, but he's not gonna show his cards. I mean, there's all kinds of crazy people in the world, and I don't know. Ronnie maybe agrees with me. I don't know.
Did that play into it at all, Ronnie?
It's nothing. When you do a security for somebody, you don't walk around bragging about what you do and what you don't do.
Exactly.
Or how you do it.
Yeah, exactly. There's no reason for it. And what this guy was saying, that's basically what this guy was saying, that I'm supposed to lay my cards out on the table, basically, and tell him everything I do and what I know. I don't have to do that to him. I don't work for him. That's the whole thing.
I'm uncomfortable talking about your security with this guy on the air, period, end of story. I'm out of here. And then, you probably wouldn't even be talking right now. They would have been on something else.
No, I still would have got yelled at and brought back in, probably, But,
makes a great show.
After a while, I'm sure when I get off the air here, I'm going to get the Waz on Twitter and, yeah, you're a crybaby and all this baloney. But you know what? If somebody's not happy with you, time to move on.
It makes sense what I'm saying, obviously.
I don't think Howard's unhappy with you. I think one of the things he loves about you is that he could rile you up so easily.
I know that. I know that, too. I know it's part of the game.
Gary, it's funny. A lot of times we'll talk about people getting, and laugh at people getting insulted or made fun of, whatever else. But you also get your balls broken if you say that your feelings are hurt. So I commend Ronnie for coming in and being honest and saying he was truly hurt by that.
It's always funny when it's not you. But I know I got yelled at by Artie once because I told Artie hurt my feelings. Like, what are you, a chick?
Yeah. And Ron, I mean, you've been kind of quiet today. I could tell that kind of got to you a little bit.
No, not that it got to me. I mean,
it bothers you.
It bothered me because just for what I said before about, sometimes when somebody keeps bringing up the same thing, you don't think they're happy with you.
But the flip side is somebody keeps bringing up the same thing because they get a great reaction out of you.
That too, but whatever.
All right,
you could be having a bad morning and it gets to you. You know what I'm saying?
Floyd in Arkansas, you're on the wrap-up show.
I just wanted to call and defend Ronnie a little bit. He never once offered up his resignation. All he said was if Howard wasn't happy with him, Howard could fire him. And Howard never said he was unhappy with Ronnie. I think Ronnie's doing a great job, is what Howard said.
Yeah, that might be a better way of putting it, Floyd. You did say if you don't like me, you can get rid of me.
Yeah, right, exactly. I never said I quit. But he turned it around and said, "Oh, why are you quitting?"
I used to do the same thing.
And I never said I quit.
Is that the move?
I said, if you don't like me, get rid of me. And he goes, you want me to fire you? I said, I didn't say that. If you don't like me, then you shouldn't. If you're unhappy with me, you shouldn't have me doing the show.
I tried that. I got fired.
And the guy, like some of the stuff the guy said, which I know it was Wolfie stuff, or the guy himself, he's a fan of the show. He admitted he's been listening since '85. He goes, how many times has Howard said that I say I want to be like him? That I am him, trying to be like him. That's the exact words that came out of the guy's mouth.
But what if because he's a super fan of the show and he listens often enough, he's able to pick that up, even though it's been said? Is there any possibility that there's any truth to it, or at least in the way he presents?
I'm trying to be like Howard. Like he even said to me, Howard said to me about being. Well, you want to be part of the show. You like doing your block parties. It's kind of like a threat. If you're not part of the show, then you can't be doing your block parties. I don't see how that comes down. For what this guy is supposed to be profiling me. You know what I'm saying?
Gary, were you aware of this Wolfie conspiracy issue? I mean, this is news to me.
Not it's his conspiracy. But if you notice everything with Wolfie that he does towards me, it's always negative. There's never a positive thing ever there. Because he knows it's going to get to me. And he knows it's going to stir up shit on the air.
Nobody talks to Wolfie on the show more than I do. I talk to Wolfie off the air quite a bit, and I talk to him in my office. And I will say that maybe when he goes out to the block party and he asks about Ronnie, he knows he's going to get a certain reaction that's funny. I will almost guarantee that he did not write what went on the air this morning. That would just be too weird. I think the guy wrote what he thought.
Well, no, the guy wrote what he heard. Right, the guy's a fan since '85.
Okay, so now you're going two different ways. Either the guy wrote what he heard, or Wolfie wrote it.
I think it was it could have been a combination of the two of them doing it together, or it could have been all Wolfie.
Then why didn't Wolfie write something weird about Fred?
Because he knew what we.
You don't think goofing on Fred would be huge for the show?
It's a fair point.
He's probably afraid of Fred.
Hey, can I ask about the SWINGING with the kid here?
Yeah,
okay.
That's right. About the what? Huh? My son's here today.
I know he's here. I know. I see him.
You mean when he profiled Ronnie as an obvious swinger?
Yeah. So
as a what?
He said like this person is a swinger, and
I don't know where that came from. But I have no clue where that came from.
I thought
that was something he drilled up in his brain.
But I thought you have said that you. I thought you have said you are with other women.
What do you mean, other women?
Other than your girlfriend?
No.
Okay, then I'm wrong.
No.
Okay.
When did I say that?
I thought you have. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. It's okay.
No, he said that he got a free pass when it came to Lisa.
Yeah.
But I thought you said sometimes you guys do bring in other girls and stuff. Okay, that's fine.
Ronnie, do you find it strange that Howard, at his age, being married, wears condoms these days?
Yeah, I do.
Why?
Well, first of all, I hate him, so I really don't know how people enjoy doing it as much with it. It's to me, it's not the feeling. You don't get the same feeling. No way.
Ronnie likes it raw.
Exactly.
It's a necessity. I mean, listen,
I understand that.
Life isn't perfect.
Well, let's say the person you're with doesn't want to, take the pill or something like that, and you're left. Then that is your option.
That's somebody I'm not going to be with.
Is that a deal breaker?
It's a deal breaker, huh?
Yeah, really, because I just can't. I can't deal with it. I can't deal with them. I tried, and I hate them because for so many years I did it without it, and you get and then if you have to later on, it's forget about it.
I'll try to do the math, but I'm thinking like if Ronnie had a kid, like how old's your grandson?
My oldest is 12.
Right, so like Ronnie could have, I forget how it all works, but to have a 12-year-old grandson.
A son who's younger than his grandson.
Right.
Yes. That's right. That's exactly how the math works.
On Tuesday's wrap-up show, Ronnie, who wasn't happy about his psychological profile, started to go after me and my reporting, and that's when we really butted heads.
Gary, was Lucas really concerned for Ronnie last night?
He really was. Like I said, we hung out with Ronnie at a baseball game a couple of weeks ago, and he just, Lucas doesn't listen to the show, so all he heard was Ronnie on the wrap-up show, and he was sort of bummed out by how upset Ronnie was. Is he really going to quit his job? I know you guys like him. Why would he quit his job? Why are you guys so mean to him? That sort of thing.
Do you understand why Ronnie feels like Wolfie or like the ugly meter app guy, like they're out to get him? Do you understand where he's coming from on that?
Yes and no. I mean, there was a period of time where I was sure that Fred was putting in the email notes almost every other week something about me being fat. And I was sure Fred was out to get me, and I was very sensitive about being fat. So one day to prove it, I went back and I looked through all of the old emails, and I found out that Fred had done it like 3 times in a year. And to me, that seemed like every other week.
You feel better after this morning? Because when you went in...
I feel fine. I was fine yesterday.
You were fine yesterday?
Yeah, I was fine.
You were upset.
Yeah,
I mean, John and I felt there was something yesterday that was a little bit different about the way you were in the wrap-up show and how you seemed to feel.
I don't know. I mean, you get that all the time, the same thing over and over. About the whole thing with Howard, with the security thing, and how he makes fun of it, and you know what? But when I do it, I do my job. I do it right, and I don't care what anybody says. Dale Yeager, whatever the hell his name is, could say whatever he wants. And when you do your job right, like even your job, you do your job, and you feel like you do a great job, and when people start breaking your balls about it constantly,
so Ron,
it gets to you.
I would ask you a question. So when back in the old days, when Howard would go, Gary, you're the worst producer ever. I should have never hired you. I got stuck with you and all that stuff. Did you think that I was? Did you think it was funny and that I was overreacting?
No, I used to have talks with you about it. Remember, we used to have talks about that.
But you understood. I guess the point I'm trying to make is, I don't. I know it's hard to see when it's you.
Not everything is funny, but that's the whole thing.
But it may not be funny to you.
Yeah, but it might be. It's funny to a couple, 10 million people. Maybe it's funny,
Right, but do you ever stop and say, "I know I do a good job. He just knows he can get a rise out of me, and that's why he does it."
I don't know. It gets to me, but I don't know. You know what,
Gary? You don't think if someone other than Howard had done that, you don't think you'd be much more likely to react that way?
I've had people come in here that are supposed to be, experts and talk about what a shitty job I do, and I'm sort of like, you know what? They don't know what I do, and I wouldn't say that it doesn't affect me, but it doesn't affect me the way it affected Ronnie.
I thought one of the most interesting parts was when Lieberman got upset when he says, "Don't question my reporting." Like, I don't want to be questioned about how good of a reporter I am.
Then don't bring up a story that you can't finish.
But what I'm saying is, like, he got upset essentially about the same thing you did.
Right.
When someone questions his job.
Yeah, his eyeballs were popping out of his head, and he was upset, and he can't tell me any different.
Ronnie, before John addresses that, why didn't you want to talk about the car?
Listen, there's certain things you want to talk about, and there's certain things you like to keep quiet. I don't need everybody knowing my private business, what I do. I mean, and I knew this was going to happen. If it came up on the air, he was going to make fun of it because I like cars. Okay, he doesn't like cars. He's into other things. He likes music. He likes the electronics. He likes all the new gadgets that come out. I like cars, okay, and I don't see what's wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with it.
But that's my point.
Why make fun of it though?
Because you react.
And that's my point.
That's why I didn't want to. That's why I don't want to.
But Ronnie, you're making my point. If you're happy and proud of it, what's wrong with talking about it?
But I don't need it brought up on the air so he can get to me like that. Look, he has a way of getting to people, and you know it. He has a way of getting under people's skin, just like I know how to get under Lieberman's skin. I got under his skin all morning today, and I know I did.
Let me address the reporting thing.
Tell me different.
Let me address the reporting thing
here he
first.
goes already.
There are different layers to stories, Ronnie. So I had the story.
You're angry right
now. The story was, let me finish. The story was you have a pace car that you're driving around
know
town.
What I had. That was the problem.
That was the story, and that's what I went on the air with. I didn't have all the details.
You came to me, John. You came to me and said, "I heard you got a new car." And you didn't say anything about pace car, schmace car. You said, "I heard you were fishing. You heard I got a new car." You had no idea what the car was. You had no clue what it was.
I had from 3 different sources that it was a pace car. So I went on the air with it, and then you confirmed it. So what's the issue? What's the issue here? There's no issue.
The issue was I confirmed it myself later on. You had no story when you brought it up. You had no story, John.
Ronnie, you're almost like, I can't get through to you. It's like you don't have a normal brain.
I have a normal brain.
Listen to me. When you report, I confirmed the story with 3 sources, and then with you yesterday, by blowing me off, you confirmed it.
No, I didn't.
You said...
I said nothing.
What did you say?
I said to you, I don't know what you're talking about.
And then when I kept questioning you, you finally said, yes,
what did I say?
I have a car. We're playing the clip today on the news.
I didn't say what it was.
It corroborated what I had from 3 other sources.
For 20 years already.
So I went on the air with it because I was confident in the story. I had it from enough people.
No, you weren't confident because you didn't know what the car was.
Doesn't matter. I knew it was a pace car, and I knew you had it at home.
Dude,
why do I need to know the year?
You're coming in with having them bring in different pictures, different colors. You're telling me the car's orange. You're telling me the car's pink. You had no clue.
The structure of the story was true, and I stand behind it.
Well, good. You stand behind it. I think it was bullshit.
You don't. How is it? So it's not true?
It's true now.
Thank you.
I said it was
That's
true.
it.
I said it was true afterwards when Howard asked me. I said it was true, not to you. That's
what's
what I'm
the
bringing
issue?
out.
You're
That's what
confirming my
that's
story.
No, dude. You had no story when you went in there.
If it's not a story, that would mean you don't have a pace car and you're not
No,
driving
you
it
just
around
put,
town.
You put the thought in his head that I have some kind of a car. Not what kind, any
I
kind.
cannot believe that we're arguing over car versus pace car.
Just because you're a shit, just because you're a shit reporter,
Oh, I'm
and
a
you
shit
don't want to
reporter.
fucking admit to
You're
it.
calling me a shit
Yes.
reporter?
Yes.
Have I ever called you a shit security guy?
Yeah.
No, I haven't. I have never once questioned your security. And whenever anybody asks me, like at AGT,
Why are
I
you
say,
getting so
yeah,
angry
Ronnie
for?
stands
Why
on
are you
guard.
getting so angry
Because
for?
I'm a real reporter. I don't need you questioning it.
See, Ronnie,
I
now-
would never question what kind of security you do.
But here's the thing. You see the smile on your but see,
I'm
see the
doing
smile on your
exactly what everybody does to me.
Okay. So then why do you get upset when people do it to you? Because you know.
Look at him.
But it's got to be.
This is what happens.
But
okay?
you know
I just brought out a perfect point right here. This is what happens.
What was the point?
No, you
What
when
was
they
he-
do it to me.
What was the point? What was he?
A shit reporter.
Oh, yeah.
No,
Thank
but
you, Sal.
Actually, literally, you are a shit
horrible.
reporter.
I thought the same thing. But the
You
point,
report on
but, no,
shit.
but Ronnie, the point that I think you might have missed is you did that solely to rile him up, and if you couldn't rile him up, you wouldn't go down that road.
Right.
So that's why Howard does it to you.
I know. I understand that, but you know, you could just take so much of it sometimes. And then he brings this fucking idiot in, and then the guy calls in and says, he.
No, yeah, come on. Rubber, 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 ducky, ducky, ducky. Rubber, rubber. Ducky, rubber ducky. Alright. It's all the way over there, huh? It's all the way over. We probably should just jump from here. Cancel. Yeah, dude, we should definitely jump and then try to walk up it.
You don't think we should jump from it? No.
No, because we're not gonna make it. We don't have enough stamina.
Come on.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, bad idea.
Drop
bad
down,
idea,
drop
bad
down.
idea.
Oh shit.
I'm dead.
Dude, you gotta play that differently, what? Dude. You gotta drop down and then pull it. Get up, fat ass. Damn. You're trying to get down, doggy?
Dude, shut
Oh,
up.
my bad. my bad, my bad, my bad. Tweaking. Rubber, 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 ducky, ducky, ducky. Rubber ducky.
That's not fair, you gotta grab.
No, dude, because you would have fucking made it across if you just played it differently. And I wouldn't even need to use my grapple. I'm not. No. Wait, what is that down there? Where the fuck are we at?
I don't know, how far is your house?
Not far.
This is literally just called common egg.
Common egg? Is there common egg type shit?
It's just called common egg.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Oh. Oh no. Yes. Nothing else, what's it? I didn't know you could climb it at first, but it wasn't letting me. I'm real glitchy. Oh! Fuck. Yeah! Okay. There's a chest over there. Over there. Where the fuck are we at? We're literally like in the middle of a body of water. And I'm so fucking confused. Because like, did we even explore that whole area? We did. So we're just going around, right? That's literally all we've been doing is going around. Okay. Alright, let's go to this little island right here. And it looks like there's a green thing on top of that other platform that's coming out the water. Oh!
Yeah.
Dude, what the? Go back to the house from here if you want.
Yeah.
You about to make an egg incubator? That's just regular stuff.
What?
There's a blue thing over here too. Got it down, dude. A diary. A diary. Can I break bread with you? Like give you money? Yeah, like, can I give you money on this game? I don't know. I got 4 bands. How much you got? 1,000. I'm gonna give you like a band. You know what I'm saying? I think there's an egg right there. I'm gonna get it. Wait. I gotta go.
What?
I'm hungry. Oh no, I'm about to die. Dude, my dude's about to die. Do I have any food? I do.
Ooh, it's a rocky one.
Oh no. You want that one? It might be something sweet though. Yeah, we got it. Thought yours would be crazy.
You would be so mad. I hope you know that.
Dude, I know it's gonna be. Watch, it's gonna be crazy. Okay.
Yeah. Ooh, let's go over there and get that.
Wait, is that an egg right there?
Where?
No, don't steal that egg.
Where? No,
Right
I
there.
won't.
On the bone. On the bone. On the bone. Dude, we're dumb.
You're gonna make it. Please tell me you're gonna make it.
I'm not. We're dumb.
We're so dumb. We're so dumb. Yes!
Oh my god, dude. Thank god. Just heal it. Holy fuck, man. Dude, that's fucking dumb. We gotta keep that in mind.
Yeah, for sure.
we land in a body of water, we need to make sure we have. So we gotta swim?
Yeah, but that one, or we're
I'm not really gonna like drift fast. Maybe. Maybe it's a go today. Come this way. Trouble? You feel sure?
Yeah. I'm getting some berries.
But, yeah, we need to take some berries back to the animals.
Yeah, that's like another reason why I'm
Nigga's probably starving. Another real thing. Oh, there's a ball. You ran right past it.
Yeah?
Yeah. I'm moving slow as fuck. I can't even get berries. I'm about to grab some seeds or something. What are you doing, fighting?
Yeah, it started with me.
Take it, this shit is up. Alright, stop trouble. Let's go home. That was a successful trip.
Very.
Oh, it's dark. You wanna go lay down? Alright, come on. Make your own. Let's go. Now I get some mine in.
Stone.
We got some. Go check.
Oh yeah, we do.
He's still working, the depressed nigga? No way. How much does he have? 3? Only 3? Oh, I mean, the combat's helping, that's fire. Dude, 800 wood. Dude, that fucking deer is crazy. 800 hands? Dude, it's gonna have 9,000 soon. And then what? Oh my god, hands. I'm too heavy. I need to drop the wood. Why are you sleeping outside, buddy? Can I feed him? I see. You need help? Why are the lights not on in here, dude? You should keep them on, though. Yeah, that's mine there too. You can put one more. But the last time I put one more, it's too hot. Okay. Alright, let's go to bed. This should be done in the morning. Dude, I don't want you to stop having fun. Are you gonna stop having fun? Dude, I don't want you to ever stop. Exactly. Is it done? Take one out, take one out, take one out. Take yours out. I think when they get up, we need to, yeah. Okay. So we just need to, like, pull it there.
Yeah. Baked berries. Baked berries.
Yeah, you can bake it. We should have a lot of food for the fucking cows now. That we ran off. We should add food to this shit if we have some. I added some days. Actually, oh my god, all the meat spoiled. I don't want to cook it.
It was in the fridge?
No, I didn't put it in. Oh my god, I got a ruby? When the fuck did I get a ruby?
Oh my god.
What's a ruby, dude?
Look at I got a black cat. Gold digger.
What? When did we get that?
When we were on the mission.
I never seen a black cat.
Yeah, I mean.
When did we get that? What's that? I wanna find that. I've never seen it. Oh my god, he's massive. That's crazy.
I don't want the guy.
I want that big dumb one. Oh, anymore, so. Alright.
Mine for me? Okay, so I'm gonna have him out. Which one of these are mine? This little guy's mine. That's not mine. The cat is mine.
Wait, no, the cat.
So the cat's mine?
The cat's here. I'm about to get my cat some. Wait, who is this dude?
No, I want this one.
What? I should kill this nigga and rob him of money at this fucking game. Walking in our fucking house. I got another dumbass fucking thing. I don't want hate them. I hate them.